Hello.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Dragons Are Cats, and we are playing Dungeons and Dragons Dragon Brew. I am well. I'm feeling much better than the last couple of days. I'm up and functioning, and it's fantastic. Thank you for asking, Ish. I was spewing something fierce over the last couple of days, and I am so glad that stopped basically last night. And now we're back and playing some D&D. With our guys, we have Casimir, the Tiefling Wizard.
Hello.
We have Belvin, our Human Paladin. And thank you for the hostage. And we also have our Tabaxi Rogue.
I'm a cat.
Oh, Sky Captain, thank you. Ooh, 13's not too bad.
Above average.
Above average. The laws of average don't work in D&D.
They hate me.
Taliesin, aka Percy DeRollo, is evidence of that. Fucking pure evidence of that. But getting back to it. We're playing some D&D. Our druid, Ikram, he will be here later on. When he gets here when he gets here. He's just got hold up. We're currently also supporting the Cancer Council for New South Wales. And it's pretty much conducting further funding and world-class research for that underpins their work across people's cancer journey. Also looking at preventing cancer and supporting people as they navigate through cancer's journey, advocating that the government takes action.
Nat 20.
Rolls a d12 and gets a nat 20.
It also supports those who need to get to their chemotherapies and doctor's
That's what you need,
appointments.
Luke.
So they're supported. And you can help support our game and our charity by just scrolling down below, clicking on the dooply-doop, and picking from the menu. I do recommend the Nat 1s for players. Wink. Save them up for later.
Just when we don't need them.
Just when you need them. Just when you do. Okay, so previously, last time our party followed the cultist wagons trailing the rest of the path north from Baldur's Gate through the Fields of the Dead. They made their way past Fort Tamil, where Belvin cashed in his bounty for the old hobgoblin warlord, Crank Bloodaxe. Continuing along, the party made a little sightseeing visit along the trail to Dragonspear Castle, an old haunted ruin that had survived multiple wars and had a gigantic dragon corpse rotting and decaying away, with rumors of dark portals that lay beneath the castle, still existing to this day. The caravan then strolled into a dark wood that was littered with spiderwebs. As the caravan rolled through, Ettercaps and giant spiders tried to make a meal of the horses, but our good group of friends prevented that from happening up the front, and from that moment on, the caravan was fairly cautious about moving through the wood. As they came out, they made their way to... Okay, Ishmael, thank you for hanging out. Don't worry, I hope they don't either. I like these guys, and I kind of want them to get to the boss fight, so then I can TPK them.
With your nat 1s.
All the nat 1s saved to the very last fight. Yes. Yes, good. That's what I plan. That is the plan all along. Trust me. It's the plan all along. So, continuing on, the group got to Daggerford. And in Daggerford, there was a little divination ritual cast as Belvin cashed in all the gold, or a letter of credit he'd received, gaining the bounty of crank blood axe. And through this divination ritual, he found out that his sister Talus was alive and well in the north. Ooh, it's past 5 a.m.
That's right, Bradley.
Oh, well, I remember I found out that she was alive, but was she alive and well?
Yeah.
She
Well, we don't know.
was
Yeah.
alive and north.
Well,
Yeah.
we got location? I thought we didn't get location.
No, you didn't get a location. You just found out that she was alive.
I thought you said north.
Oh, north. It's a general direction.
But then anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, everywhere.
Yes, I am. I am a real monster bone weaver. So, as the party continued on through, after finding out this information, their main goal of Waterdeep is only 8 days away. A little bit of conflict one morning, as they found in their bowl of cereals, in their bowl of oats, a curled up bone.
A new toy.
That when in the warm contents of your stomach would unravel and become the sharp pin it is, and kill from the inside. Their lives was Ikram's life was saved by a small gnome by the name of Gemma Silverheim. This Gemma has been watching the party carefully throughout the course of the travel, from Daggerford onward, and says she's working for the same side as the party. As the party rolled into Waterdeep, they settled their affairs and moved on up to the northern ward to follow the cultist wagons as they separated from the main caravan and continued north through the great city of Waterdeep. Coming to Waterdeep, they see that this ancient city at the base of a lonely mountain top next to the sea. 2 small islands sit in front of a well-protected harbour. They can see that as they travel through, the city is divided into numerous wards, all separated either by streets or by battlemented walls. Although there aren't many physical divisions anymore, seeing as they go past that most of them have been began deconstructed or being pulled down. The only one that really remains now is the City of the Dead Garden, which you guys find an odd name to have for a really, really well-off garden / graveyard. For a place that's where everyone seems to go through on a nice sunny day like today is. You guys also find out from coming here that Gemma mentions to you that Waterdeep is ruled by a mostly secret council of hidden lords who oversees its administration. The nobility of the old city.
What was that? You almost get that weird loop.
That was really creepy. It was like a.
It's like
Yeah,
a
I got
glitch.
that weird loop.
Did you just start putting sound effects in there, Carl?
No, what happened?
You
Just
Your
DJ'd yourself.
voice like looped 3 times within like a second.
Wooka wooka wooka. Yeah.
I'm pretty good at what I'm doing. I have no idea. #pro streamer.
Yeah, he remixed.
Your voice acting's gone to the next level.
Yeah.
Matt Mercer, eat your heart out.
Oh, that was fantastic. I thought I had a couple of streams up at once or something.
Yeah, I was just like, what is going on?
Who knows?
The pop-ups.
It's a mess. Okay, so as the party comes to a tavern, at the front there is a what only could be described as a man with demon horns and an open mouth as if it's yawning. Above that, inscribed into the signpost, this large, completely busy tavern, the Yawning Portal. As the cult wagons pull over for a bit of a drink, the party is tapped on the shoulder, especially the backseat rogue, Sandstorm Desert Legend. As this small halfling, black hair, wearing wearing leather armor underneath dark bluish robes, looks up to you and pulls out from under his armor and under his shirt a little symbol of a crescent with a harp within the curved shape. Gives you a nod, and he pulls out from his pocket a bundled up ball of linen.
Chase.
Oh, no.
Actually, I would like you to roll your tabaxi obsession.
That's right. You reminded him. Here we go.
Too bad it's like a ball
Are
of
you
yarn.
okay, Ishman?
So number 3, guys.
What's number 3,
Yes.
my good sir?
Rub your cheeks against your surroundings.
Mhm. That's going to be awkward in the public toilet.
Oh. And if I
Come out with
Can't
brown
help
cheeks.
I have black fur though, so
I'll still be around.
It's
Or dark
it's
fur.
literally you guys are standing on a street corner right now on the edge of on the
Mm.
cups of a wooden building with a tiled roof, very Victorian style, very straight up. You're leaning heavily against the side of this corner. The rest of the team just by your side as you're just staring over. Everyone just notices him doing his thing. Then you get the tap on the shoulder and look down, and the halfling just looks up at you and just offers you the ball of yarn, or the ball of linen. Looks up to you and says, "Liaison and the rest of us send our regards. Keep going. Not far off. You have safety in the North Ward."
I just nod.
Your reward.
Ball of linen.
And then he looks to you and says, "I'll visit you again at midnight. Don't worry,
Ooh.
you'll be safe." And he turns off and wanders off and blends in with the crowd after a couple of seconds of walking away from you.
I have that ability too.
He's gone.
Back into a bush.
In the middle of the street, there's a bush.
It's
Where'd it
just
go?
It's just like a cardboard box. I just hold it with me all the time. Like a Metal Gear Solid.
Nice.
I always can hide. Shit, I should see if I can buy that.
Cardboard
Buy a
box. seems
bush.
okay.
Buy a fake bush.
Perfect.
Expanding bush.
Yeah. It's just a
Shit.
cardboard box painted green.
By a shambling mound. Okay. So, after a quick rest stop, the cultists come back outside. They took turns standing around as guards for their own wagons. 3 of them at a time, standing around each wagon.
Perfect.
As they come out and get back on the road, they continue heading up north through the city. As they come to a stabling yard and supply depot, without the front on the sign, looks to see a business by the name of the High Road Charter Company. The 3 four wagons pull in. Sorry, I got mistaken. There are 4 wagons. The 4 wagons do pull in out at the front of the warehouse, and what looks like porters come outside there seems to be a burly, darkened featured woman coming out in breastplate and of quite high station. Long sword at her side. And she's got one of the sides of her head is shaven, shaven completely bald, straight to the skin, tattooed as well. She wears a cloak of pure black, as if flowing silk flows behind her. Okay, so we've gone. All right. And yeah, so as you guys come in, she commands basically the she commands the porters, the current cultists, as you know, who've been guiding this wagon up to this point, as the stock and supply of said wagons are hauled inside the freight house. You can see around the area there is laborers coming in and out throughout the day. People look like they're really good with their hands and different usage of skills. As they come in and throughout, you get the gist that it's that this place also hires laborers for what ends, you're not too sure. You see that around the corner, as the day wears on and you guys stake the place out, there's a tavern. You guys get a little bit parched. You also notice, if you would like to make me a perception check, there, Sandstorm.
Nice.
You recognize the Harper symbol. Just very minute, very well hidden between on the side of the post and the banner of this tavern.
What's that?
You alright? Okay.
Something keeps beeping, but I don't know what it is.
Of this tavern, the Crying Pixie.
Is my secret organization, am I allowed to tell, do my friends know? Am I allowed to tell?
Currently, no, they do not know that you're a Harper.
What's the rules? Do I know the rules?
Oh, you haven't been officially inducted, but you're like an initiate so far.
You're a trainee.
So I just got to keep it to myself. Like, I'll just go, you guys with me?
Like, you know that your friends with you,
Yeah.
and that your half brother, is a member of the Order of the Gauntlet, and is a pretty good high-ranking captain within the Order, who's probably in line for a promotion after killing Crank.
Half brother? You're not half brother. You're adopted brother. I mean, I'm the adopted brother.
You've taken his place.
You know, half is like.
Wait a second.
We have no bloodline, like
Half man, half cat.
Yeah, it's like shit. You're a cat man. Imagine that. Imagine the
Jesus
twist.
Christ! Like who's?
But I
what's
got
the
the
parent, the mum or the
Oh
dad?
man.
The cat.
Oh yeah. Oh maybe
Okay.
like
All right.
maybe the cat on me just like the gene was small. I don't know. I don't know.
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
that's
just a
something.
subtle beep.
Oh, that's my oven.
Oh, is it you?
Well, Sarah's cooking. That's just
Oh
the
my
stove going off.
God, I thought it was on my end.
I just like I don't really
It's
hear
been
it.
driving
It's
me
just
insane for like the last 10 minutes.
there. I haven't noticed it. Like I just drown it out now.
It sounds like it's on my right side. Oh, fuck.
Well, the mic.
That's... Oh well.
The
At least I
mic
know what.
shouldn't
At least I
do
know what
that.
it is.
It shouldn't be on your right side. It should
Actually,
be on
no.
both.
It can't be, because Nancy said she heard it.
That's what I'm saying. That bip just then was the oven. The one that you could hear. Everyone could hear.
There's something beeping. I'm not insane.
Maybe it's like a bomb or something. Watch it.
Yeah,
Technical difficulties, folks.
it's alright.
Yeah, life.
If the
life
stream suddenly
difficulties.
cuts out, I've exploded. No biggie.
Alright. I'll just mute you for a bit.
So what were we just talking about? Sorry. So
Harvest.
Belvin,
The tavern.
the
Harvest.
tavern has someone in there that Belvin get a prize or something.
Okay.
Promotion.
Do you
So-
have evidence
Of what?
of you killed someone?
Word
Yeah, he's already handed it in, got a reward
I've already
for it.
cashed that in.
Okay.
And then it'd just be word of mouth after that.
Oh, yeah. We'll pay some children, I reckon, on the way just to
Belvin and
Belvin the Slayer.
Warlord.
Alright,
come
make
and get it. Belvin
Oh,
the
I
Slayer.
like that
Come
name.
and get
Luke.
it.
Belvin and Co.
Read all about it. It's like a newspaper at the front. It's one page.
Come and get some
make a
Belvin.
persuasion check. And take out 10 gold coins. Or 10 silver.
Spreading
Or how
rumors
many?
now.
Yeah. It's not rumors, it's
You're
the truth.
If you're going to spin some...
Belvin has a little penis.
How
Read all about it.
much you pay the kids for that?
Look at it here first.
Yeah. Front page news.
One goal to look.
3 gold to laugh.
Anyway, what's going on
Anyway.
here?
Make me
Yeah,
a
what is-
persuasion check if you want to sow some rumors.
They're not rumors. Oh, it's Tony
To
Casimir.
you, it's the truth.
What, he
But you're
killed,
just, you're spreading word of your deeds.
he killed the Goblin Warlord. Or we did. All of us. Collectively.
I mean,
Zachary,
I got the final hit.
Co
but-
for short.
what rumors are we spreading? I thought we did it.
No, we did do it.
we did. So you don't really have to.
It's not really rumors then.
Yeah, whatever. Alright, so...
I could just add a bit extra stuff for me in
Carl's so
there.
disappointed he wants rumors.
No one really listens. The kids aren't very interested. They're just like, well, we hear this all the time, and they run off. They take your gold and run off.
Oh, you know what I do?
Yeah.
Fucking
Sharpshooter ability.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't
straight through his head.
do
Like Jesus Christ.
that. we all die.
Okay, so, sitting as you go into this tavern, sitting in the bar, you guys see as well. Serpenthelm, you see the same halfling sitting there at a table. He waves you over.
Yep. I come over to him. Do I this paper he gave me? Is it paper?
What paper?
You gave me something.
Ball of yarn.
Oh,
No, it's a
Ball
ball of something else.
the ball of linen.
Linen.
Like, so
Open it up.
I'm confused. Can I investigate further?
The ball.
Yeah, as you
Do you want to play
as
with
you
it?
as you pull off the many layers of linen, there is a rad giant ruby that was promised towards you guys. I'm just giving it to you in a more dramatic setting than last game. They took us half an hour, but here we are.
We got there.
They
So-
don't know about that, do they?
We're with you,
Yeah.
mate.
So as your friends come over and sit down and pretty much stand side by side as you look down at this halfling, he just looks you all over and just says, "Greetings. How are you all? Care for a drink?"
Yeah, mate.
That sounds good.
Good.
Who are you, by the way?
Sit down. My name is Alton. Nice to meet you.
Casimir.
Alton Goodbarrel. Pleasure, Casimir.
Good barrel.
What? And you see him do this. to Sandstorm, and then wink.
Is that one of the thieves can't?
Yes, you can see. You recognize that as the symbol for Watcher.
Yeah.
I got my eye on you.
He just looks at you. He looks at you, winks, and says, "Sandstorm, I'm glad that you guys got here safely. The Yozen's will be very satisfied, happy to know that you guys made it here. And so will the other members of our organization. Come, take a seat. Your rooms are upstairs and already stocked and well prepared for the next leg of your journey. Please, sit."
I'm like, okay.
Now, what does that mean?
That means.
What are you trying to communicate to him?
So what was he saying? Watcher? Like, is he watching? What's? Watcher?
Make an insight check.
Is he a watcher?
He's watching you.
Oh my god!
Now have you used up all your good luck?
Yeah, I'm even out averages.
From Leozin's mannerisms and what you got away from him, that little gesture is a title or a rank given.
Oh, did he just give me I'm the watcher now? Or is he a watcher?
You got
you basically put it together as the
Like the bright lights behind me.
yeah,
light bulb.
you got it. As no longer you're now official Harper title. You've just had your introduction and ceremony.
Oh, sweet.
You've basically reached the level above initiative.
This is awesome. Like no one know. Like I'm like everyone's just so oblivious as well. Like
The
there's
level.
no way.
Sorry.
Like
The level above initiative. Double initiative. You mean
At that point-
initiate.
At that point, a Brown's. Hey,
Rob's here.
Victoria.
So is it pretty hard to like others to realize what I'm like communicating and stuff? Like if they don't know thieves can't, there's just like no way they can roll a nat 20 or whatever.
Like on a nat 20, they can tell that you're sending secret messages, but they don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's like speaking a language you don't understand.
Yeah.
You can, you
But-
can tell something's going on, but you can't tell what they're saying at all.
You don't even know what's going on, like because it's like.
Oh yeah, it's meant to be sneaky, basically.
It's a secret language.
So
At that
I'm like,
point-
yeah, this is good.
Continue.
But like, what was my reasoning to go to this guy? Like, I need to make a reason because these two are like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
I'm just sitting down
Yeah,
having a
just-
drink.
Yeah, you see that before you is elven wine.
Delicious.
You see this is more or less a very relaxed, high-class kind of area. There's a harp being played in the background by a fantastic high elf of pale silver complexion and bluish grey hair. Coming over to you, there is a wood elf of more of a light brown and light brown hair coming over towards you guys in a long, flowy dress, and puts another silver ewer of wine on the table and fresh cups for the now, the table of one, now a table of 6, or table of 5.
It's getting pretty cramped now.
And you guys sit at this table, and he looks at you, and Ikram snaps back into it as Ikram, you have been traveling with the party through the city of Waterdeep towards a tavern called the Crying Pixie Inn.
Didn't see that. You can want a drink, mate.
You want sparkles?
Oh, yeah, hey guys, what's going on? Just on a bit of a trip.
Hey,
Same
I
shit.
noticed, mate. This ale should help you out, mate.
They don't,
Sober her up.
they
Oh,
don't
thanks,
serve moss water here, mate. So
Sober me up.
Hey,
I
got
brought
your
my own.
game.
Fresh bottle.
As he just pulls out from his
the
from his
freshest
robe,
moss.
his armor. It's basically a
The role play is real here. Such good role play there.
his wine skin is more or less a cow's leg that's just been stitched back together with fresh skins. Just like, yep.
The cow's leg.
Instead of well, it's not a camel pack, it's a cow's leg.
Fifth leg.
Take
And
a
it's-
shoey to a whole new level.
It's heavily, heavily fermented. Maybe he picked this stuff 3 months ago and just left it in his pack, in his gear throughout the entire trip. Not a word.
Got that stank.
That would make sense, yes.
It's got that stank. It has that hardcore stank.
Some
So,
would call it quality.
so Alton leans in and says, like I said, rooms
How old
up.
are you now, Holmes?
Hmm?
These are all old enough to drink, eh?
They're all.
Alright, just checking.
Sorry, mate. What are you saying? Ikram's just a bit drunk over there. Can you repeat that?
Of course, I'm TVC.
I was saying,
Can I just like put some poison on my knife and just stab him?
Ikram.
I mean, if you want to stab him.
No, Ikram.
What the Jesus Christ.
Wow. We're here. We're here
Nah.
not doing anything. We're here for a PvP.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm going to glass you.
They wouldn't come.
What bark?
I'm going to
Alright,
splinter you.
Have some more weed, mate. You're angry when you're not fucking high.
Some more pipe weed. He's got to chew his bark. All right, so continuing on. After you guys have your little argument, he leans over and goes, like I was saying, rooms upstairs, yours. You'll see which ones they are. Very top of the building. They have a nice little view over the high road charter. Now, what we know is that in 3 days, they're going to be leaving. I have booked you guys, in all of you, an interview with the commander of the convoy. Now, she's a bit brash. She's strong and smart. But all you guys have to do, say your guard's looking for work. Follow it up, continue your job. Now, there have been rumors of a half-dragon town, a black half-dragon. Now, these are unconfirmed. Apparently, they're having a meeting with the half-dragons, having a meeting with the Cliffwell tonight. Lord and Lady Cliffwell. What's this about? I don't know. But their estate is very well guarded, protected, and we do not have any eyes in there. They're very secretive and have been for the last few months. Ever since they returned from their expedition. Now, who have access to a workshop if you need to. It's just around the corner. Ask for Digbin.
What was that? Sorry, how'd you spell that one?
Digbin.
Digby?
Digbin.
Big Dig.
Digby.
So
Dig-
take the shovel out. He points to
And Barry Ikram. I mean,
points to Casimir. No, points to Ikram and says, "Take his shovel or make him dig a hole, and then put your rubbish in it." Digbin.
That's someone's name?
Yes. He's a dwarf. He's a very gruff, old, grumpy woman.
I'd be gruff too if I was called Digbin.
Dwarves are very strange.
Could I? So if the whole organization doesn't have the ability to spy on these guys, then obviously as a watcher, I don't have the ability, so I shouldn't even bother. Can I do a?
Do you want to thieves can't him? Thieves can't.
Yeah, I want to thieves can't him and say, I'll do the.
Holding out on us.
Just go. If the organization can't spy on these guys, what chance do I have? Do you think?
He goes on a long-winded tale, just out of the blue, just saying, "When I was a young lad, I had this friend. He had a panther." As he goes on and on with the tale, you pick up little subtle points when he looks at you.
No, you can't shit. And then it was like this.
And like every time he looks at you, you piece it together one by one by one. And it's basically him saying, "We can't get into the place because their spies know ours. One such as yourself wouldn't have the necessary equipment or magical protection to get through. Their spies watch ours, and they are also very powerful casters.
Ooh.
But animals are a different story.
Oh, there we go.
Pets such as birds and other exotic winged creatures, griffins, are treasured by them.
We're dragons.
Dragons? Well, they have a dragon on their house crest, so they're bannermen. Carry very dragon-like motifs.
Did he tell us that they were meeting the half dragon, or was that in Thieves' Cant?
That was in Thieves' Cant.
Okay. Is it really obvious as well? Like, is it something we could actually pick up on?
Make an insight check.
I'm just like.
As he then says,
"You better not, mate."
I get advantage from the cube.
As he then says, and he shouts on a dragon turtle. Yeah, you sense that story was shouted out of the blue,
Something's going on.
but it was something underlying.
I'm not going to say
Something underlay. Yeah.
Like, I've known Casimir my whole life, so I look at him, I tell him, go,
yeah,
"You can trust me, mate."
No, I know something's going on, but I do trust
I'm
you.
gonna
You don't
go,
have to
yeah.
say anything.
So, I'm not going to tell you how I know, but then I sort of tell him what he told me.
Like at the table?
No, I just sort of whisper it to him. Because I feel like Casimir, he has control. You got control of the dragon more than everyone else, don't you?
Yeah, I think we're pretty close. I got shit animal handling though.
Yeah, maybe we need Ikram too.
Maybe if Ikram was more caring for it.
What?
For the dragon.
So, Ikram could become an animal and infiltrate.
Ikram is an animal. He stinks.
Are we saying that like that they like to buy these animals, or what are we saying?
That they like
They're
exotic
connected to the bad guys.
like this noble kind of this noble house, Cliffwell, enjoys exotic flying creatures. And even mundane flying creatures.
What about your bird, your spirit bird, Luke?
Yeah. I can't.
So I tell you this.
Unless I'm
So
within
I can
100 feet.
cast Conjuring Animals, which is a spell I've got prepped where I can summon. Depending on the challenge rating, I can send 8 beasts with a challenge rating of 1/4 or lower. So like rats and shit.
Is that
Or
birds, though?
I can send 1 beast of a rating of 2.
Can
Do you
summon
see
birds
out
in
of
here?
this? Can you see
rating
like
of
out of
what?
it? Do you
You
see what it
could-
sees?
You could send a murder of crows along with Casimir's familiar, McCaw.
Yeah.
Because we just need some intel to see.
They basically just turn into. They're just things that I create, and they just and they're under our command, and I can use them for battles and stuff like that.
So you don't see, Luke,
Hmm.
what the bird sees?
I can look through its eyes and hear what it hears if
Yeah.
I'm within 100 feet. But then I can't hear through my own, use my own senses.
Okay. Well, pretty much, I'll just tell everyone. And Casimir and I just sort of. Casimir and I know somehow, but we're going to make up a story to Belvin and Nikram saying we.
I don't know what's going on yet. I just know you're talking about something that
Yeah.
I don't understand.
No,
And
I
he's just
whispered
told
to
her-
you that the black dragon.
Well, I don't want
While there's a conversation, while there's another conversation going on, basically he's Alton's turn to Belvin and Ikram, just being like, yeah, so it shat on a dragon turtle.
And I'm like, ha 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 ha, fake laugh, ha ha ha.
He's so
Yeah.
funny.
Paladin of Helm. Yes, rumors about you is true, I see. Yes. And also, druid from the circle, I see. Very, very well off. The circle is well known amongst the enclave. Master Druid.
Yes.
What's the enclave?
I don't actually know where we are.
You're in a pub.
Like, who are we talking?
I'm talking
Okay.
about midget.
You're talking to a halfling.
I came to it very.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. So you guys are. So the group is currently in a well-off elven pub. This halfling gave the expensive ruby to the party, and then the group met him at this pub. So now being at this pub,
Yep.
kind of Sandstorm and him are just what seems to be talking bullshit, but you laugh along courteously with it anyway, because it's like one of those I go along with it laughs. Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
being
there's-
polite. Yep.
Yeah, it's just not making sense. And then all of a sudden he goes, he turns to Belvin and says, member of the Order. I've heard many stories about you. And then turns to yourself, Ikram, and goes, member of the Circle of the Moon. Many of you within the Enclave.
Do I know about the Enclave?
Make a history check.
You're the leader, so you'd hope so.
The enclave? What?
The Enclave?
He's not the leader
Yeah,
of
the enclave.
anything.
Am I?
I thought you said he's the leader of the Enclave.
No.
At the mention
Member.
I didn't
of
say member.
Ah, member. They said leader. I'm like, fuck, you'd hope so.
as the
Let's run the show. I don't actually know what they do there.
Yeah. I was confused.
So at the mention of the Enclave, the half-elf looks. You actually remember a couple years back when you were but a wee lad, when you what seemed to be mother and father took you out across the plains one day, and half-elf greeted both your parents. You noticed one thing, that each of them had a symbol of a deer or a stag, a golden deer and a golden stag around their necks.
Yep.
As an
Oh, interesting.
and
Yes.
these pendants, these medallions, the background of it was emerald. And then you piece it together. The Emerald Enclave.
So did they say I was a member of the Enclave?
This guy assumed you did, because you're wearing the your
That is-
mother's. He assumed you did,
Yeah,
since
right.
you're wearing your mother's necklace.
All right, I'm just going to bluff a little bit and be what did he say to me again?
He said,
did you say it was good to see a member of the Enclave?
yeah, it was good to see a circle of the moon here. And to see a member of the Enclave as well.
How do you spell Enclave?
It's one of those realistic...
E-L.
E-N-C-L-A-V.
Enclave. I'll just do that.
It's one of those real
like engrave, but with
I know, it's ridiculous.
You and these fucking words. Yeah. So how do you know about the Enclave? I know a lot about it, but you tell me what you know, and I'll tell you whether it's accurate or not.
Okay.
You tell me everything
probably
you know, and I say yes or no.
You've probably been too busy, doing your on this mission. But have you not heard word that your organization, mine, and his, nodding over toward Belvin, are now working together?
No, I did not know that.
The three of
What is his organization?
the Harpers.
Harpers.
Queen
Yeah,
of
you
the
recognize it by
What's
the,
Belvin?
Belvin is Order
What's
of the
Belvin's?
Gauntlet. So he's Order of the Gauntlet, and that's the holy, basically like the end-all evil paladin cleric faith lot of the world. Destroy all evil with great might kind of people.
Okay. And what was the other guy's one? The Harpies.
Yeah, the Harpers. The Harpers are
Harpers.
Harpers are more of an underground spy network that tend to keep the balance of all things good in the world to try to stop evil guys getting their way.
Yeah. So what are the enclave? I can't even pronounce it. Enclaves, the Order of the Gauntlets, and the Harpers got to do with?
Yeah. Why are they in alliance?
Like why are they helping each other out?
He looks you up and down suspiciously.
I look at him up and down
Like,
suspiciously.
shouldn't you know, mate?
Looking up and down sexually.
As he looks, he goes. He sighs and then looks at you and goes, "Great change is afoot. If you haven't heard, you know what you're chasing.
I have not heard. Yes.
You know your mission. We're coming together because the three of us, our three cultures, societies, we don't believe that whatever the cult of the dragon is up to, it's not any good. So instead of
course not.
Instead of spearing this thing head forth from all three of us, we're working together. As
It's far more logical.
Yes, indeed. As far too many settlements, cities already have been raided towards the east, making their way west. Can't allow this to continue on from our reports. So, you know the rest of the story.
So what plans have you been made? What have you done so far to contribute to this cause?
The wine you drink, the room you have over the head, courteous of the Harpers. Your payment, courteous of the Harpers. Now,
well, thank you.
You're welcome. We are placing our hopes in you. You remember the mission, do you not?
Having flashbacks.
Very briefly. But you
Kill.
wouldn't mind rejogging my memory?
Of course. Follow
So
the treasures gathered. Follow the treasures gathered from the seven lands. Find out where they end up. Act accordingly from that point on. Report back.
So treasure. You say treasures from the southern land?
Yes. by Southern Land, I mean greenest and surrounding areas from down there.
So basically, their orders are you have free reign.
Yeah, free.
Find out what they're doing.
Find out where the treasure's going, what they intend to do with it.
Yep.
And what their plans are. They know each three of the factions know that it's something to do with Tiamat, the deity of chromatic dragons.
Is the Enclave like a? Would you say it's a clan or? Just
Yeah,
sort of an idea, or is it more of like a not a blood pact? What do you call it?
They're like organizations, basically.
It's
Okay.
more of a.
It's not a little gang that just hangs out on Thursday nights and plays D&D together.
Smokes billies on Tuesdays.
Yeah. Hey, maybe they are actually a real.
Yeah, they're all like druids
Potent
and stuff.
group.
So they probably do smoke billies on Tuesdays.
They're a group of rangers.
We don't actually talk about much.
They protect the land and the natural order of things, so they go around pretty much one by one, making sure the lands and natural order of the world is protected. So, just keeps all of that in line and in tow.
With my history roll, is there a way I can know like how high in the rank or my mother was, or would I have no idea?
You not knowing anything about the Enclave other than this pretty much their badge. Not really, no.
'Cause you're not part of my. You just
Okay.
know about them.
No,
Little bit.
my mum was, but then the necklace that I got from her is a sign that she was a part of the Enclave.
Mm-hmm.
So she was, I wasn't. Obviously.
Did make the cut, mate.
Yeah.
Too much bark.
Yeah.
couldn't keep up with the weed intake that all the elders could do.
All bark, no bite.
Yay.
That was a good dad joke.
Thanks, mate. I'm here all week.
Yeah. Please help
So,
me.
do these three organizations in the Alliance work with individuals? Because I'm not directly affiliated with any of them.
Well, pretty much, yeah. They roped, from what you can tell, sensing something going on between this halfling and Sandstorm. But there's something going on between them, something way too chummy for someone who hasn't really met this halfling before, or you get that sense.
Oh,
There's
no,
something
I'm
on the
asking
line.
him directly.
Oh, so say again.
It's just like, will the three organizations work with individuals? Like, I'm not directly
Yes.
affiliated with anyone.
Yes, indeed. You're here now, aren't you?
I've been working for good pay, along with my friends here. I know Belvin is a member of the Order. But the others, as far as I can tell, are not.
Well, you need to keep your eyes sharper, friend.
Oh, don't worry, I've been watching.
Oh, good. If
Is Casimir actually a part of anything? Like,
Yeah, Casimir and Co. actually.
he looks
Casimir
you up and down, just notices your tiefling form and says, "You'd suit well in the. If you're of the scholar sort, in the unchained arts of the arcana, you'd suit well in the Brotherhood of the Arcane. But if you think that power should be balanced, spread, you are more than welcome to join the ranks of the Harper's, friend."
Well, thank you for the offer. I'll take it into consideration.
Very well. your friend Sandstorm here will be able to get in contact with us if you make a decision. I'm sure with his recommendation and mine, you should be fine, but know that you are being watched and protected in this city. Be safe and just follow the trail. Okay.
So, Sandstorm, are you part of the
Harpies.
He's part of the Harpers.
his crew, the Harpies?
Yeah.
No one
Queen
knows
of the
that, though.
Harpies.
No, I'm actually asking your character.
One does not know what they do not see.
Make an insight check.
He talking shit.
He's talking shit.
There's something
but he's-
suspicious about what you're saying.
He's talking shit, but he's talking it so much so in a way that he's saying, "Look with your eyes, jackass." And you see that around his neck is the
Whole time I had it, it's like, oh yeah.
it's just like tucked
Want to know
between.
how I got this necklace?
It's like, haven't you been a part of the other group? We've been alliance for a while, mate. Shouldn't you know this? You just said you've been a part of them.
Mate, I'm just
No, he's not.
catching up with things.
Ikram's not a part of any of the alliances.
No, he's not.
Organizations.
No, but he was saying he
doesn't
was.
know that.
That's what I'm saying.
Sandstorm
I'm
doesn't
like-
know that.
And also, I think, holy fuck, he's a part of the thing. I think he just
He's part of a secret organization. You're like, oh,
yeah, I
don't
didn't
know.
realize. Shit, like now I'm thinking maybe I gotta be aware more. What the fuck? How did Ikram disclose all this?
I have a,
But-
wait. Did you say that? Did you say that out loud or anything? Or
No, that's in my brain.
okay.
I'm
just gonna
thinking,
use
what?
I was gonna be like, "There's more to me than meets the eye," and then
Because
Because I've
dramatically.
known you
Water.
my whole life.
to drink my wine.
No, you have. Oh, yeah. I suppose you've kind of known me.
The water flows up out of your cup in a spiral, like a long, bendy, drinky straw, and you just all in one good long
Who
go.
has a bendy straw?
I have a magical no straw to drink through because I can
Fuck.
control the water in the wine.
You and Wonder Woman can go hang out on her invisible boat,
Like
Her invisible island.
plane, whatever.
What?
She's got an invisible plane. She flies.
Yeah, in the comics, not in the movie.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
You didn't miss
Oh
that
my
bit.
god.
Sorry, I haven't read
Oh
DC.
my god.
It's like you haven't missed that bit. It's fine. It's like, is that a
Yeah.
deleted scene?
Spoilers.
Okay.
That was going to be in the second movie.
so. Continuing on, he finishes
Justice
his
League.
cup. He finishes his cup of wine and says, "I have other matters to attend to today, so you guys enjoy the wine, enjoy the rooms. Remember, you leave in 3 days. Just follow the path." Apparently, it's heading up that way north to reconstruction of the high road that's been blocked off.
When did you say the meeting with this lady was again?
The Cliffwells.
half dragon?
The Cliffwells.
Ah, yes. The Cliffwells and the half dragon, yes. Happening tonight. This evening, in fact.
Is Resmir a black half dragon?
She is.
Can we become birds? Is that a thing? Can you do that?
Not
Kazumi?
at
I can.
You can make us birds.
No, I can become a bird.
No, oh, I know you can.
I don't think you
Same.
can become a bird at this level.
Polymorph's 4th level, isn't it? Spell.
Me?
Polymorph is 4th
Oh
level,
no, I can't actually.
and your wild
Never
shape form doesn't take effect till I think level 7. That you can take flying shapes.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Cool.
What if- oh, Luke,
Hmm.
you're fucking your cube.
Don't know what you're talking about, mate.
What do you mean you don't talk about?
You didn't even look at the eyebrows, did ya?
I saw him, but like, aren't we discussing our plan?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm saying, now you gotta
Mate.
tell us the plan.
I was doing it for comedy value, and you just fucking blew it.
Ruined it.
I didn't blew it.
All right.
We need a plan.
You're
mate.
looking too far into it.
We need it now.
Remember the
Yeah,
plan
so-
is
I can take
Can I?
up to 500
the plan
pounds,
is to go sign yourself.
but I already have stuff in my cube.
So are we trusting this guy? Like,
Yes.
is he
Yeah,
pretty cool?
100%.
Okay. I feel like I jumped in like way too late in the conversation.
Yeah, he paid
Is it-
you. He gave you guys the expensive ruby as your.
He gave
payment.
Sandstorm.
Sandstorm.
Yeah, so
Ruby.
pretty
He's the
much, I'm in the
I-
Harper group with this guy, and we.
From memory,
he's-
I'm
so
pretty
he's
sure
like-
Robbie.
Your
Yeah,
bro,
but Robbie
essentially.
hasn't shown us from memory the ruby.
About the
as far as I'm
ruby.
aware. Yeah.
So as far as we know, we haven't got shit.
Yeah, so far as we know.
Oh,
apart from
Hmm.
the combination of that.
always pay
Sandstorm.
my debt, Matt.
Sandystorm.
So you guys haven't been paid, and he's like, "Well, the time is up. I gotta get going. I do not."
Excuse me. I believe
If you
we owe
can-
payment.
He looks over at Sandstorm and goes, "Your feline companion holds what you seek," and gets up.
Hmm.
Where's he got to be
Is
all
this
mysterious about
true,
it?
Sandstorm? Come on, mate. What'd you get?
He's muted. Was I meant to roll a downtime roll by any chance?
Oh yes, roll that. I think he's
Just
talking
one?
to the.
To
Yeah,
Sarah.
just one, please. Yeah, he's talking to
The
Sarah.
misses.
The Famal.
No. 10, not bad. Average.
Just under average.
Just under average.
Better than me.
Better than you.
Worse than the other guys.
It's not hard to be better than you, mate.
Yep. It's alright, mate. I just think you're a good bloke. Really humble.
Right.
Wait, were you
Okay.
talking to me then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that was
All right,
weird,
boys.
but
Let's focus.
You fuck. Rob.
Who are you again?
Casimir and Co. I'm the president.
I'm the president.
CEO of Casimir
Oh,
and Co.
shit.
If you want, you can be an underling. We start at
Alright.
minimum wage and don't go any higher.
So,
I feel
Bring it
like
back in.
I would be
The
the
ideal worker?
chair, to be honest.
Get in here, mate.
As in, because I was your.
I mean, like, if you can wild shape into a chair, that'd be great. I do need
Inspiration.
one.
What about a desk?
Now we got one of those.
I can give you mahogany.
mahogany.
Mahoganies.
Mahogany.
Mahogany.
Okay, so bringing it back in, because it's now 9:30.
Fucking you guys,
You guys-
and your daylight savings.
Shut up.
It ruined my sleep so much.
Okay, so you guys go upstairs. You find very comfortable rooms, each with another 10 pack of rations, new traveling clothes if needed to change, and a coin pouch of 25 gold.
Woohoo!
Oh yeah.
More monies.
So very comfortable rooms.
That was 25 each, wasn't it?
Yes.
I
And
like
so,
this.
as you guys have the knowledge of that little conversation, that little meeting going down tonight between the Cliffwells and Resmere.
Mhm.
Tomorrow, you guys have an appointment apparently to go sign up to become guards at the High Road Charter Company to follow the cult's horde north. Because apparently that's where it's heading.
Is that something we're going to want? Okay.
If we're heading
Yes.
north, it'd be good for us.
Like, do we want to become guards?
It's
Yes,
just
'cause
like good
it's
to blend
the-
in.
Yeah, it's the easiest way to keep track of
okay.
the cultists and stuff, because that's who we're ultimately trying to
So
find out where they're actually is their end point.
with the
Okay.
with the
No worries.
caravan, Kyle, is this like a continuation of the one we used before? Like it just goes like all the way up the coast?
The
Well,
No.
caravans we were using before ended in
In
Waterdeep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was more or less a trade caravan, whereas this is basically just from asking him and piecing it together. It's basically a road supply line. That the road connecting Waterdeep and the city of Neverwinter, much further north, was pretty much damaged. Well, every time they build a new road, a bog named the Mare of the Dead rises and engulfs the road. So every couple of years, they need to build a new road, unfortunately. As they keep curving around, it keeps coming in. So there are currently plans on the way here at the moment to create this road. But all you know is there's a stockpile of supplies going from the charter company, going north. 3 days' time.
So have we made an agreement to like with being a guard and that? Have we worked out pay and what we get and
No, we haven't talked to
No,
him
no.
where
No,
we're
because we
based
have an
and-
appointment tomorrow
to talk business.
okay. Yeah, no worries.
to apply. So
Got to go for a job interview, so wear your best suit.
I am in my best suit.
Just a loincloth.
his birthday suit.
Okay, so what would you guys like to do
My unwashed birthday suit.
Is it daytime?
during this time? It is currently daytime. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon by this point.
How's your dragon doing?
I was gonna say something about that. Where is Alia at the moment? I'm guessing not in the city.
Not in the city, and you pretty much had to leave. You pretty much had to separate from her, probably about a day's travel ago.
We definitely would have organised something though.
Yes, you did.
Like a meeting point where we'd like meet each day, or like after a few days we'd meet somewhere.
Basically, yeah. At the north or southern gate.
Yep.
Or just somewhere dark.
Yeah, like I'd meet it at night because I can like fly over the walls basically. Be pretty much invisible in the night sky.
You guys can meet in that sky somewhere. But yeah, you have these options in front of you, and you have this time. What are you going to do for your first night?
First day or night.
Well, first day and first night.
So, do you want to try and infiltrate the Cliff Shores mansion at night? If the Resmi is going to be there, but we don't know if we
I
can
mean,
get in.
I don't think I would be any help in a stealth situation.
It might not be a stealth mission.
I'm kind of iffy about stealth.
Maybe there'll be combat.
So I will wait outside
I
in
can
a
do
nearby
combat, though.
distance. So if something does go down, I can be there in quickish time.
What was the guy's name? The little halfling? Otto?
Alton.
Alton. Close enough. He said something about they had like magical defenses, didn't he?
Yes.
Okay. So I want to go looking for a magic shop that sells tomes or scrolls.
Okay, yeah, you can find one pretty easily. It'll take up the rest of your afternoon.
Yep.
But you can find one that is pretty well versed in. Pretty well versed. It's called the Wizards of the Coast. Library and
Wizards
Compodium.
of the
How did you come
Coast.
about that name? Is it because
Well-
you're wizards and you're on the coast?
Yeah, they are right on the coast on the hub. They are right in the coast. Up over here. The first wizardry shop of the North Ward.
Nice.
Wizards of the Coast.
Wizards on the coast.
Yeah, not Wizards of the Coast. TM.
Yeah, wizards. Not wizards of the coast. Wizards on the coast.
Okay, I was going to say, I remember that name from somewhere.
They they do the thing with the stuff.
You do the things with the stuff?
So anyway, I want to see if they got any like spell books or anything, or if they have or if they have a scroll of dispel magic.
Okay, ask around. All right, so as you go in there, you see a pretty elderly human. She's got a witch's hat on, curly graying hair, and wearing a thick, heavy robe, even though it's just coming into autumn. She looks up and down and goes, "What do you want? What are you doing in my house? What are you doing in my library? Come on, enough time for tit-tat. Come on.
In my house.
We're not here for tea and biscuits. Move on.
I mean,
Many works to do."
I'm looking for magic tomes or scrolls.
Oh, of course, a customer and a practitioner. Good. A hedge maze?
Oh,
No? Okay. A hedge mage. It's the name we give to the male wizards. The ones of sending. Yes. I don't believe you mustn't be familiar with the term, but do not worry.
I'm a
It's
traveler.
an honorable profession. Oh, of course. Well, if you want to send a message, I can organize a hedge maze to come and meet you.
I see. Anyway, the tomes and scrolls, if you please.
Yes. No worries. She pulls out. She takes you over to a very grand gallery around a spiral staircase, setting up stairs between you and the next level up as the spiral goes around and around. The walls are just covered with scrolls. She gets about 15 feet up and then just looks from the top down to the bottom to the left and then pulls out a scroll. Dispel magic? You want to distort the weave of whatever is magical effects are distorting it, correct?
Oh yeah, that sounds fairly accurate.
Yes. Not a problem. That will be 500 gold pieces if you would like to have this here, or if you want to spend the necessary time to copy it into your book, we can also provide that service. A safe, easy working place.
Seems reasonable. Is there an extra cost attached?
Only the cost of the space.
Which is...
Extra 10 gold.
That seems reasonable.
Excellent.
Are there any spell books around also? That seems reasonable.
Yes, but spell books are quite nasty. Quite a nasty cost.
Well,
Are you looking for a blank book or a total book?
preferably something with spells. I enjoy the challenge of deciphering others' work.
Okay, so she takes you up to the very top, and you see a entire top of this round tower. This small little keep is completely filled with books. But it's larger than what it seems, as the books curve out down and around each of the corridors from as you come up from this spiral staircase. It's like a flower growing out from where you are. As you look up to the roof, you can see a night sky with stars and meteors flying overhead. You see lanterns of continuous light all around you, providing reading light for it and setting the mood. So, what would you like to do? Spellbooks here. 50 gold for a blank book. for one of first of just the basics, you would. I say would need. Let's see, probably about 300 gold pieces for something more advanced. We could look at around a 5,000 mark. If you want something in between, a learner mage,
Can I cast Detect Magic? See if anything stands out.
Yeah, of course. Are you casting Detect or the spell? You're casting Detect.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a fucking 360 radius of bing, 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 bing. What are you looking for?
Anything that seems interesting, basically.
There is a lot. There is a powerful spell, like 10 feet away from you, that can alter the fates of reality itself.
Can I have a look at it?
There you go, the spellbook. It's a black tome gilded with gold. It's titled The Haberdashery of Arceus Phylactus.
What is this? What can I sense from it?
Sensing, your detect magic goes off, and you sense from that. One of the highest tiers of magic that you have that is available, and you sense intense conjuration magic coming from it. And she looks over as you're looking at the book and says, "Ah, yes, that old fool. He mastered the wish spell. And that was his undoing. You got to be precise with wishes, you know."
I've heard of the risks, but I've never seen them performed.
Well, for a fee, you could try.
Wishes are pretty risky.
Yes, they are. You're learning.
I might just pass on this for now, until I'm more capable.
Of course. But we have plenty of scrolls downstairs if you just want to mix and match and take your picks instead of buying a complete work.
Do you have any...
One's mine. Yes?
Do you have any spell books with more utility-based spells?
Would you like to fly?
I do have wings, so that's not really a problem.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was mistaken. I thought that was just your cloak. Well then.
I do hide them. Just to
You're a new sort
save
of
event.
tiefling.
A new sort?
Yes. Don't see. Very weird. Most tieflings do not have wings.
Alright, that
You're
bit
not
was
crazy.
definitely on my end.
Yeah.
That was a different one to before, though.
How about you look through some of these, and then let me know what you want.
I'll have a look through those. And you can cut back to the others.
Right. So cutting back, back to the tavern. Sandstorm, Belvin, and Ikram. What have you guys been doing for the rest of the afternoon? You guys have basically been sitting at a table, discussing what you want to do, and Sandstorm's getting his drank on.
Oh, yeah.
And he's muted.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, man.
Probably been talking for 5 minutes.
Buddy.
Probably been talking for 5 minutes. Yeah.
You actually measure yours?
Mate, I'm a responsible
I
adult.
just pour till.
No,
I
not.
pour to the goes to the top of the cap. Don't you do that?
If there's any excess, you have to
He's
lick it
using
off the table.
freshies.
Mate, I mix my drink.
Is that a box of Coke that you bought in Newey?
Yeah. What do you mean?
I
What's
just
so
think,
funny?
I just
That's
think
why
it's funny you still have it. I don't know why, I just
had
think it's
13
funny.
cans.
Yeah.
I had 30 cans.
After
The
you
whole
sh-
reason I got it was just like all the time.
After you shot rainbows.
Yeah.
I'm so bummed. I thought I had the bottle of Jameson, but I am on my last bottle. It's pretty sad.
It's all a blur.
Right,
Anyway.
so
Captain and Cola. 30 mils of Captain Morgan. 100 mils of Cola. Lime wedge. And that's serving a 0.8 standard drinks, guys. I just need a
welcome
lime wedge.
to Dragons Are Cola, the drinking channel for all things D&D.
Sponsored by
Even got the
Pepsi.
fancy cup.
Robbie's got the fancy old.
Oh, God.
Brad, I've
Okay.
got my cup, Brad.
Oh, fancy cup. I wonder where you got that one.
All right, so the
Oh,
three of you,
I mean, sick guy.
Belvin, Ikram, and Sandstorm, are sitting around getting well into your cups after the half-elf, the halfling has left.
Yeah, mate.
Belvin, I don't know if you are,
Role
but
playing.
the other two are.
Yeah.
What?
The other two are getting deep into their cups,
Ah.
while
I'm
What are you
just
doing?
gonna have a bit of a walk around town. See if I recognize people. Say hello to some of the townsfolk. Create a good rapport.
Oh, no worries. Good. Make me a charisma check. You've been on the road for a long time. You haven't showered at all for a while. Probably not since Daggerford. Yeah, you stink. But it's
I
well.
thought I got changed when we
Just
went up to the new traveling clothes and stuff.
I think
But
everyone's
okay.
True, but you're true. But yeah, you could have gotten changed, but you do need a bit of a bath. Even in your new clothes, walking around the town, it's pretty obvious to see that most people are pretty snooty. They're looking towards their own devices. It's like you're walking around North Sydney.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Especially in this upper area of Waterdeep. You get the idea that down towards the southern end, the more working class, they're a bit more friendly down there.
Yeah. Okay.
But you see a lot of Plennikins being taken in and around here. There's, many
with
guards,
that
many guards,
bust
many
of people
shops.
where I'm just like, I'm just gonna scope around a couple of the blacksmiths and just have a look at their wares.
Yeah.
Not plan on buying anything, just to admire the craftsmanship on a few things,
You
like
come
armor
by
and stuff.
You come by a couple, and there's exotic materials you've never seen before, with many altering materials, different swords and armors, all very well spread out and unique. As you come to a shop, one of the first ones you see is pretty much what the halfling described to you. A gruff female dwarf at a stall around the corner from that tavern, working really hard, sweat on her brow, just pulling out a very red hot ignet, puts it down on the anvil and just bashes into it, and then throws a hammer back into water that then shines in light, and then brings a hammer back and repeats that. It goes bang, tss, bing, tss, as she drenches the hammer each and every time into this liquid that gives off a little bit of light with each douse.
I am intrigued in the way that she is doing her blacksmith, so I will watch for a little bit.
You pick up a few methods. She's using a couple of unique materials, some you've never seen before.
I would like to inquisite with her. to see like what she's doing in her, like what she's making and stuff like that.
As you come over to her, she notices you come into a store and she goes, "Now, what are I telling you? You will not be coming around here. No. Well, hello, Master Human, sir. How are you, near?"
I am good, thank you. How are you today?
You see, she's got like a swerve of brow going. Her hair is dark with soot, but you can tell it's like a kind of a burned color. It's braided up into a bit of a bun at the back that's then just tangled out into a mess. Her gruff, thick, heavy leather apron is just very, very curved and well endowed for what she has. And she takes off. She puts down the piece of the edict she's working on. Takes off a gauntlet and then puts her hands on her hips. Goes, "I am quite well, ye are. Welcome to the wares of Dingbing. I am Dingbing. And this is
Dingbing. My name is Belvin Serpenthelm. I have actually heard of your name from.
And are you, Nibia?
Was it Artanis? Is that who told us?
Alton.
Alton. Sorry, Alton.
Yes. I heard of you too, Nick. Now heard many good things, even more to come. Welcome to the store. Feel free to work on anything you want. My screen just went really weird. All right, all good. But yeah, she basically welcomes you into the store, into her workspace, shows you around. Okay, this is the forge. This is the exotic materials. This is the exotic forged weapons we now stock here and provide for illustrious counterparts. What can I do for you today? She just looks at you, stares up at you inquisitively.
I'm here just admiring your wares. While I am a adventurer and a paladin, but I do like to dive into a bit of blacksmithy on my off time. So,
Well, feel free to join. Tell me, you ever worked with cold iron before?
I can't say that I have.
Then you'll be in for a treat, boy. Those Fey types. Ugh. Those Fey types dislike them. Burns the skin to the touch. Now, you gotta be careful. If you have any sort of Fey ancestry about you, you'll be burnt. Gotcha? Gotcha. Now, if you'd like, we can do some work with this material. Wouldn't mind. Be happy to pay for an afternoon's work.
Won't say no to learn a few new tricks.
Tell me, you ever work with Mithril as well?
I don't believe I have as of yet. No.
Well, come on then, get to work. Let's go. Put on an apron.
All right. Let's do it.
All right. As you spend the afternoon working with her, you come across a few different materials. You come across the cold iron she was talking about. This iron is worked entirely while in the cold. She takes you into a back room that's completely well padded with another source of frosted material that she calls eternal ice. And it's on this eternal ice that she uses as her anvil. And she pounds the steel and the iron into shape. It takes on a ever freezing cold from it. And she describes at the end, once the weapon is forged, it is known for its effectiveness against fey creatures. Make me and then she gets you to work with something called stellar iron. She takes you into a back room and pulls out this long, thick tube of shining white steel. Or shining white metal. As you touch it, it's soft. Squishy even.
What is this material?
Touched by gods themselves, from beings and deities. Leftovers from ages gone by, and even their agents from today. Blessed this all in use for the common folk. Now, don't be fooled by its soft touch. Very resilient, very easily made, especially wielded by ones who follow and praise such gods. Many a cleric, many a warrior have been lucky to come across such weapons of fine art made out of this.
What do you plan on? What do you plan on making with this today?
Not too sure. I've been saving this for a special occasion. I haven't had the inspiration, and to be 100% honest, I do not have the resources available to be complete. I mean, sure, I could try beat this into a weapon, but without the right amount of extra materials and gems to be pushed in through it and to consolidate the form, without the right magical or archaic means powered into it, it just won't hold form. It's a very long and arduous process.
I do have a draw to this material. How much would you charge if I would want that infused in with my weapon? As I pull out my longsword that I've got.
Oh, very well mastercrafted workmanship of a human. Yes, Nyarg. No, I'd say for that, Nyarg. Maybe we could replace the blade entirely, Nyarg. Or, if you want, we could take the core of the blade and surround it with the sword blade itself, Nyarg. We'd need something to hold in place. Powerful gem. Come across that, I'll be happy to work with it. I'd say for this half a bar for a sword of that caliber, for the amount you'd need, probably 750 gold pieces.
Plus the gem.
We might not come across this material again. Very rare. Hence why I've been saving it. 72 years. This stuff.
Just holding on to it for a little while.
I have a bit of an inkling with this. If you will allow me, I'll head out, make a quick stop, and I might be back with possible materials that we could use.
Well, I'll stay open late, and just knock on my door. I'll be here. I still got to work on the cold steel.
Well, I'll be back.
Okay. Goodbye.
I'm gonna go talk to Sandstorm.
Sandstorm, where are you and what have you been doing?
How long was I in there before that happened? So, just so they get it.
3 hours.
Yeah, cool.
It's 5 o'clock.
Yep. So, you have to decide what you were doing for a few hours.
For 3 hours.
Know where to look for you.
And also what the plan is for tonight.
Just had a job.
Ikram yells pub.
Ikram's sharpening his bark.
Never know when you're going to need it.
Yeah. Just imagine you have like bark shurikens. They're just like completely useless.
That
you
would
throw
be
them and they just break. Like, oh, ow, got a wood chip. Splinters.
My special ability, splinters.
Just mean it's Robbie frozen. Oh no, you just been really still. You were just like so still then for like 10 seconds.
Sorry. I'll be like this a bit more. Yo, what's up?
Yeah, please continuously move, otherwise it freaks me out.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so Belvin comes in, sees Ikram and Sandstorm very well deep into their cups. Quite drunk.
Of course.
Should we roll on it?
I'm just going to say, you guys are trashed.
For 3 hours straight. Yeah, maybe.
Unless there was
I feel like
something
it'd
you
be
guys
feel
wanted
of
to
it.
do in between, just so we can move this along.
Not really. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Let's pump this.
There's nothing really I need to buy or anything.
Okay.
You already got your half stuff.
Unless I can go get my bear's nails done or something.
That's your own nails, though. It's not.
And they only
Not
they
your
only grow
bears.
when you're an
It's your
animal.
own nails.
All right. So
You fucking
Actually, out of curiosity, is that a thing where I can change just parts of my body? Is that a thing?
no, not really.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say at this level.
Maybe when you can like do it at
Yeah,
will at
I
like
can
high level.
just
that'd be
change my
cool.
hands or something.
That'd be sick.
Nah, not
Where I
not
could
at
make
this.
jokes
No,
like,
at
"Oh,
high level.
I'll cut you with my bare hands," and then I'll like turn my hand, bare hands, and
Yeah, only bare fist allowed. It's just like, okay.
Yeah.
here's something I prepared earlier.
Fight me barehanded.
I did that as a werewolf, I think. Remember
Yeah, you
last
did.
campaign with werewolves, we had just like werewolf claws and shit.
And now you have
All right.
cat claws.
So So, what would you guys like to do with your time that you have? If not, you'll just be at the pub, just chilling out. You guys
I'm
have
cool
you
with
have a
it, Bill.
thing you guys could go to scout out for tonight, or you could just let it pass and then sign up as guards tomorrow.
It's probably too difficult, eh? Unless you want to get some intel first, Luke. Chuck your bird in there.
Yeah, I would have definitely sent the bird to scout him out. Scout out the mansion.
Get some intel just to sort of. We won't go ourselves.
Alright.
Just,
If it's so heavily
I
guarded.
could use my ability sticks of snakes.
Sticks of snakes.
Change-
You
I
get
can change a pile of sticks into a pile of snakes.
you get the impression that
What the fuck?
No one will know what's going on.
yeah.
Jesus
I'm drunk.
Christ.
It's a good idea.
Someone's just like getting kindling for a fire. Oh, Jesus, snakes everywhere.
Get these motherfucking snakes off this motherfucker.
Off this motherfucking lawn.
okay. So continuing on, these two are drunk off their asses,
Yeah, so it's a good idea.
It's
Is what I'm
TSA.
saying.
and so you come in and they're saying, "Oh, we should turn a bunch of sticks into a bunch of snakes." It'd be great.
Yeah.
It's like toothpicks and that little mini snake.
So what's the
So,
point
Belvin.
of this?
Yes.
Belvin's come in and he's trying to ask for stuff.
Is everybody here? Casimir's here as well.
No, I'm
I'd
not.
say after that 3 hour. Pardon?
Oh, okay. Because I was
Would you-
like, I'd have to study the scroll and stuff to learn it.
Oh yeah, Casimir's not here. No, he's not.
You can hear on the wind. I give my approval, Belvin.
Well, I am going because we know. Yeah, we know Sansom has that ruby now because Luke pointed that out.
He's got
Yep.
the jam.
Or Casimir. Yeah. I am.
I didn't show
'cause-
you one.
I
Yeah,
asked,
but
I
I
asked
mean,
if we got payment off the dude. He's
Alton,
like,
Alton
yeah, fairy friend
pointed
has
you
it.
out though.
Oh, did you tell him?
He's no, Alton, your dude, snitched.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking to,
And we were-
talking to
we were
next
DM.
Yeah,
Well, we were
Alton
next
told
to-
them.
But I thought he was my buddy.
Hey,
He
we're
Hey,
all
sure,
he
buddy.
owed
buddies.
us all payment, mate.
We're all
He owed you
buddies
all.
though.
Oh, I know. He tells my secrets. I don't trust him anymore.
Now we're like, what do you mean you don't have anything, mate? What the fuck did you do with it? With our payment?
well,
I-
I'm
I
going
made
to
it.
I'm
It'll
going
be
to
out in 4
ask.
hours.
I'm going to ask.
I put it on
Casimir.
black.
No, Casimir. Sandstorm.
Yeah.
Um,
So you're at the pub now?
Yes.
Hey, brother, have a drink, mate. Come on, sit down.
Not now, Sandstorm. Not now. I have a serious question to ask you. About about what the payment that Alton gave you.
Oh yeah, I thought it was just a ball of yarn or some shit, but look inside, mate. Look how shiny it is. Look at it.
Look how valuable that looks.
Wow. I have a proposition for you.
Yeah, mate.
Would you
they
allow
should have
me?
been like, look over at the counter.
Would
Bought
you
tonight's
allow
tab
me
Look
to
at it.
take the ruby
Uh,
to
Something we
enhance
prepared earlier.
our family sword, a family heirloom sword, to something that is gonna be with our family forever?
Are you gonna create something cool like my dagger, mate?
I think so. I have a pretty good feeling about this blacksmith and the material I found.
It's gone. Oh wait, what's that behind your ear, Belvin? Oh look, here is the ruby. Now it's in
He's
your hand.
way out of his mind. He's way
It's
too
in your
drunk.
hand now, brother. Now you gotta catch up,
Since
mate.
I know this is the parties, I would like everybody from the party to accept this decision. Ikram.
I'm glad you're not someone like impersonating Belvin, because I would be fucking doing anything you say, mate.
It's Alton.
whatever you
Alton came to get his gem
Whatever
back.
you need, brother, mate. Take it all.
That'd be a plot twist. Alton stealing back our payment.
But yeah, and then I talked to Ikram. I asked him,
Yeah,
would
mate.
he allow me to have this gem?
I just like stare at him and ponder for like a solid minute.
Oh hell yes!
Staring at him. And I'll just go, okay.
You have no fucking idea what you
And then I'll just grab him on the shoulder and just like,
Okay.
thank you.
You're just like, whatever you're saying, mate. Whatever you want.
All right.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Casimir?
Nah, mate. We've been here the whole time.
I'm his father. I give you my permission.
Yeah.
You gonna sign for me?
Well played. Yes, sign consent.
But Dad!
Sandstorm, are you able to send a message
You're not that young.
to
Just have
Casimir?
flashbacks.
Sandstorm, are you able to send a message to Casimir?
Oh yeah, mate. This little ringy, mate.
God damn it. I give you my consent, damn it, Brad.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I need
You
to.
don't know.
I can see you doing that, but
Yeah, not.
I've already given you consent from him. It's fine.
Oi,
Okay.
oi. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, mate?
Can you send me a pigeon or
I'm on
something?
I'm on the walkie-talkie, mate. Oi, mate.
he's on the
Talking to
message ring.
walkie-talkie. Hi.
The message ring.
Hello? Who is this?
Hi. Is this Casimir?
New phone, who
New
dis?
phone, who did?
I think we have bad reception on the ring phone, mate. We're just going to
The
give
ring-a-ding?
Belvin a ring, a bloody gem, and then he's gonna make a sword. Okay, mate?
Yeah,
That
sure,
was the
that's fine.
payment.
I'm a bit busy, mate. Bye.
Sorry, mate. Bye. Beep.
Sandstorm, roll a d20.
Like, I'm just like I'm role playing that, but nothing of that really happened. It was just like instant.
No, it happened.
roll a d20 as you
Okay.
use all 3 charges of the message cantrip
no,
of the Ring of Whispers. I was
God's
counting the
angry at
When
me.
did I do that? It's been days.
but it only has 3 charges at a time, and it recharges every day.
Yeah, no, it's been 3 days.
Yeah, but
That's
you just
just one
used it 3
charge.
times, probably.
You used it 3 times.
Oh no, I was just like role playing a ridiculous.
Because it's
phone
like
call.
one
Oh
sentence
no,
at
it
a
was
time.
one. Yeah. So I counted his reply. I counted your reply.
Oh fuck!
Lucky I cut it short, mate.
So just roll straight d20.
It would just been like a payphone where it just cuts off.
So what are you saying? You can break if I roll a shit roll.
If you roll a 1, it'll break, I think.
Oh, so sorry. I didn't even realize. It's fine. I got inspiration.
Nothing happens.
Oh, yeah, and you like go back to me. You fucking idiot! Don't break the ring.
You break my ring, I break your face.
Okay, I gotta remember now.
Cool. So I got the thumbs up, Sandstorm.
So do we get a reply? Do we get like is a
Yeah.
ascend and
It's
reply? Is that counted as one?
Yeah.
It's like 25 words.
Okay.
25 words back. I think is how it
Yep.
works. But it's like
Yep.
one sentence each at a time.
Okay, cool.
So, Belvin, what you know of what you need is you need the ruby gem to condense all the magical properties of the sword and the alterations to hold.
Yep.
You need the stellar iron to change and modify.
Yep.
And you also need pretty potent magical energies spilled into it during the crafting.
Yes, that's right. So I need to find Casimir anyway.
And you're also you're going to need.
I'm going to send him a message for
You're
you,
going to
mate.
need Ikram. You're going to need both of them.
What's up?
You're going to need Ikram and Casimir. You're going to need both their third level slots over a
Wait,
2
what
hour, over an 8 hour period.
Wait, what?
Can I borrow you, Ikram?
Oh, me? What for?
Come on, Ikram. Let's go on an adventure.
No, I was actually muted. I couldn't hear what you said because Megan was talking to me. So I didn't know what you were saying before.
Yeah, you're coming with me.
Okay.
You're coming with me, Ikram.
Isn't he drunk?
Yeah,
Is
I'll
it-
just drag
Yeah,
him.
that's why I said got it.
Sure, man.
Lola.
And he also knows that his lay on hands will cure him.
I was just about to say, I will use lay on hands to cure him of his disease.
Cure. Disease or poison?
Z.
Or if you use
Poison,
lesser
yeah.
restoration, it'll
Disease.
clear him completely.
But don't have that prepared.
Doesn't lay on hands
The new-
fully cure poison?
What disease am I
No,
talking about?
it just revitalize hit points. Okay, so
It does.
No, it
Oh,
Cures poison
also
or
does
disease
one
for
disease
5.
and neutralizes one poison. Yes.
there you go. He's no longer drunk.
You saying that alcohol is a poison? It's a
Yes.
remedy.
Yes, it's.
Yeah, it technically is a poison.
Okay.
Anyway, so you're not drunk anymore. I just
Okay.
come, Ikram. I
Wow.
need you for a task.
Welcome back to the real world, Ikram. Enjoy
Ah,
your
this
stay.
sucks.
Sandstorm, you hold down the fort.
Yeah, mate.
Just sleeping.
All right,
So what are
Ikram.
you needing from me, mate?
We need to find Casimir. Can you help us do that?
Do I know where he is?
He said he was going to search around for something wizardry.
Sure, I'm sure I can find him somewhere.
All right, make a survival check.
Well, I was gonna say, can I ask people if they've seen a
I was gonna
tiefling?
say I can probably track him.
So you guys like
Like, pretty
around
much-
here somewhere, right? Somewhere around here. I'm like over here.
What'd you say, survival?
Yeah, make a survival check to try track him down. It's going to take an hour.
And I was also gonna ask people if they've seen a tiefling around
Okay, make
with
a
wings.
make an investigation check.
I have my wings hidden with my cloak, by the way.
Yeah,
Oh,
no
yeah,
one.
that's right.
Everyone's just like tiefling with wings. Ew, no.
Fucking racist.
But,
Yeah, I
um,
thought my survival roll was pretty good.
After half an hour, Ikram, you do follow his scent to a to a
Oh,
wizard's
sorry.
Smell
tower.
it, and I'm like,
To a
he
stone
hasn't been
tower.
eating his bar.
You follow the tower. You follow the scent to a 3-story stone tower that is currently still open, even though it's going on to dusk. As you go in and follow into the main lobby, you ask for the tiefling, and you're pointed into the study room where he's currently finishing up what he's been doing all afternoon.
Casimir, I would like to request your assistance with something.
Oh, really?
I need to borrow yours and Ikram's magical energies to help create a magical sword
Creating magic
from my
items.
from my father's longsword.
Alright. I do like creating magic.
I knew you would. Something we can play around with together. You and your magic, me and my smithing. Let's do this. All right, follow me.
All right. So as you guys go back to Bigbin's forge, as you're walking there, you get a little bit of an epiphany from Helm, which basically tells you 2 blessed gold bars by yourself or another member of the faith will assist in the creation of the item.
Actually, I feel like we might need one more person to assist us. Do I know of anyone from the Order of the Gauntlet around?
By that, like, it kind of meant by your faith.
Ah,
So someone that you believe, either yourself or someone else who also believes in Helm, to bless the gold bars to help in the creation.
okay, yep. All right, I got you now. I thought it meant like another person, like me and another person. No. Okay. All right. Awesome. Get that epiphany.
Double epiphany.
And that means legit like our gold bars that we have.
Yep.
Yeah.
What are you doing with the gold bars?
Blessing
Using
them.
them.
So what was the
okay.
material, like the special material?
As you guys come into the
But yes, I will bless them.
Belvin pulls out 2 gold bars and blesses them while he does so.
So you didn't actually need me to bless them?
No.
I'm assuming that's what you brought me on for.
No, but I need your magic though.
Right.
I need your magic energy.
Any magic in particular? Oh,
No.
just my sick
Just your
skills.
Just your magic slot, please.
Just your magical energies channeled into the weapon.
I feel so used.
As you come into this heavy dwarven forge, see that the rod of soft white metal is sitting on top of a forge, and this gruff female dwarf stands there and just looks, well, you've been keeping me waiting, haven't you?
I have, but now I have all components to assist.
Excellent. Well, let's get to work, shall we? Do you have a formula in mind, or do you want to lead this endeavor?
I'm gonna leave it to the materials and Helm to assist with this.
She hands you the hammer. Says it's all yours.
All right. Let's do this.
So for the alterations that you're going to use to make to the sword, you need the ruby gem to be emplaced within the twang of the steel that has been combined and forged alongside with the stellar iron. And over the course of 8 hours, 4 spell slots of 3rd level to be pumped into it every 2 hours. during the creation period, along with the 2 gold bars blessed by yourself in the name of Helm to also empower and hold it all together. And with the item's main channel of power coming from the ruby gem in the pommel. So, I would like you
Is
to
there
make
anything I need to do? Do I literally just sit there and do nothing?
This is going to be a skill challenge.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, Melvin, I need you to make a smithing tools check.
Also, I have jeweler's kit, if that helps. Proficiency.
Yes, it does.
My herbology kit wouldn't really help with it.
Okay.
Throw some leaves on it. They burn instantly.
Okay. So, for this first section, I need
Good for you.
either Casimir or Ikram to pump out a Arcana check for me.
Okay, first.
Your Arcana would be
pretty
better than
good.
me.
I hope.
Yep, mine's pretty shit. Oh, nice.
Okay.
That was a 3 I rolled.
So,
Oh my
combining
god, it's
the...
plus 11.
Jeez. Alright, so... Ikram, as he forges this material, there is a warm sense and feeling you get from the metal. This shining white rod, apparently touched by gods. It feels very warm, familiar, and kind towards you. Feels normal. Feels natural for you. And as Belvin's working away, Casimir chants his incantations, draws a few arcane runes and circles in the air, and powers the spell. Casimir, I'd like you to make a jeweler's check. And I'd like Ikram pump in a Arcana check.
Man, it's a 3 and a 4.
Oh, here we go. This is where we fail, boys. I'm sorry. I'm going to use my... Is it what? I got
Advantage?
1 advantage dice, so
Yeah.
do I just
Yeah.
literally just rolls advantage?
Just roll an advantage.
Casimir.
Arcana, you said?
Arcana, please, yes.
Well,
Ooh.
you could roll
Tomato,
this one anyway.
Wait.
That's good.
Even your
Wasted.
lower roll was better than both my rolls. Like the actual roll itself.
I say,
So,
do you even number, bro?
6 beats 12. Do you even math?
okay. So, that's 2 of the 3rd level slots put in. Ikram, I'd like you to make a nature check as you combined the... as you help combine the gold with the iron with the other materials of the sword completely. And just assisting in the creation. At which point, Sandstorm stands at the door and pulls out his dragon tooth dagger.
What
Up
are you
to his
doing,
mouth.
guys? Looks like you need some guidance.
You see they're working really hard. They've been at it for like the last 4 hours.
And you just come in here and brutally interrupt us, you little bitch.
Guidance, you say?
Oh, are you guys trying to concentrate in here?
Like, how'd you even
Let me
find
help
us?
by telling you the story.
Who out of you guys would like some guidance? Who needs it most?
Guidance from the fallen king of justice?
You know the guidance of the Fallen King of Justice?
You know the Muffin Man?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Just touch whoever you want, Sandstone.
Next one,
so-
touch my head.
Get
Gets
me,
the
'cause I'm your
guidance.
brother.
Alright, so Casimir, I need you to pump in that 3rd level spell slot
You
for
go,
another
Casimir.
Arcana check.
I tap on his leg, not his leg. On
There
his back
you
of
go.
his shoulder.
3rd level spell.
Oh,
Yeah, right. Touch him on the leg.
No, just an Arcana check. Just an
Why?
Arcana
Just
check.
fireball
You
it.
Oh my god.
mate,
Alright.
look like you need some guidance there, mate.
I don't want to fuck this up, so I'm going to use my nat
Although
20.
it's a natural one.
I'll use my nat 20.
I'll allow this to happen.
I don't want to.
Since
I
it's a
don't-
nat 20 and you don't get to use it again later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
as
don't want to
you...
fuck up Red's sword like I did Orkin's
Oh, you
spear.
nearly do. You nearly completely fuck it up as Sandstorm comes stumbling over into you, and you just lose your concentration for all but a moment. But then you hear a
Fair
draconic
enough.
voice in the back of your mind saying, "You got this. Continue on. Great things shall come." And then you just expend the rest of your higher level magical abilities into it, and then just kind of slump down, just spent, and just shake your head.
Okay, you blamed me for that role.
It was definitely your fault.
Do you need me to keep doing smithy tools, or was that first
mean,
roll enough?
I rolled a
I
3,
need
a
you to
4, and a
make-
1.
Now,
Where's your Smith?
You
You've
need
been-
smithy tools.
while this has been happening,
Smithy?
they've been assisting with the jewels placement, the gold being embroidered into it, while you at the same time have been working very diligently and very slowly on the stellar iron and the already steel blade, combining the two. I need you to make one final strength check.
Hey, mate, go on.
Let's
Just
see.
this way.
Are you at advantage?
Let me give you some guidance, mate. I put my hand on his shoulder. You got this, mate.
Is it just a straight strength check? Is it?
Yep,
Yeah,
plus
just-
4.
Yeah, so roll strength, then you can add a d4 to it.
For guidance.
Yeah.
Very good.
See, I got all the bad rolls out of the way. And use my nat 20.
There you go.
For the good of the colony.
Okay. After an heavily exhausting night, it whirls to a close. The weapon is complete by dawn.
Well, we
As
missed that
you
dinner
Yeah.
party.
will find,
I have the power.
as you will find in your items, your new sword
Oh, it's
That
already
you haven't-
out. It just
that you have not named.
disappeared.
What is it?
Can
So
you
you
show
s-
it up? Can we see it? Oh, there it is.
As you see, this blue-handled, gilded crossguard and pure white blade with steel in the center. The ruby at the very pommel turns multiple colors throughout the time holding it. And
Bloody brilliant that is.
Digman comes in as she's been watching the creation of this and comes in with a magnificent sheath to match the pommel and crossguard. It says, "All yours are. Wonderful piece of creation. Good work. Now clean your mess up and get out. It's late."
It's early, actually.
When you get, is that ability check? Is that what AC means?
No, it's armor class.
Oh, armor class. Ability check.
How long you been playing D&D, mate?
Ah, dude.
Okay. I'd like everyone to make a Constitution saving throw,
Yay.
except for
Why is that?
Sandstorm.
Yeah.
No, because Sandstorm was assistant at the same time. So Sandstorm,
Why
you
am
can
I
as well.
roll so low tonight?
What am I doing?
Roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, man.
As none of you, you all pull up quite all right. The success of what just happened reinvigorates you, and you feel like you can push on for another day.
No.
You do not
That's good.
suffer any points of exhaustion.
I put my hand up to give the fellow teammates a solid high five.
Yes, I'm gonna go to everybody and thank them profusely.
Thank me with a high
I
five.
hope you remember all the hard work we put into
High
this.
five.
I will.
I just go up and rub against your hand instead, mate.
And-
What are you
and-
doing?
And what I'm gonna do
Doing?
now
Are you
that
still
now that we're
drunk?
back,
That's his
Now that
thing.
we're
no,
back-
you weren't here, Rickon. That's my
That's his thing.
I would
isn't
like
it?
to. I would like to unsheath the sword and like actually inspect it a bit, and like actually like fully look at it and admire it. And I put a little bit of little bit of my own like self into it.
Cut your hand on it.
It reflects back at that, and it's sort of a golden light that seeks not only retribution for wrongdoing done in the past, but the need to be greater, the need to be better, the need to show off that. This is not a decorative piece. This is a tool. Powerful tool.
What is it? +1 sword.
Yep.
Does it have any special abilities?
Have you seen the handout?
Cuts up bears.
It's in the handout.
I shall call it Bear Killer.
He's got to wake it up.
There's a couple special attributes to it, but I know that there is, but I don't know exactly yet.
Okay.
Because I literally just got the sword. Do I have to attune with it?
Yes.
Yep. Cool.
He hasn't figured out all the buttons yet.
He doesn't know any of the buttons. He's got to figure that out.
Up, down, double X square.
But in the handout, as Delvin reads, he knows every
L1, L2, R1, L2, left down, right up, left down, right up.
Yeah.
All right.
What time's this appointment thing that we're supposed to have today?
In about 3 hours, so 10 o'clock.
I thought you were about to say in 3 minutes, and I was about to be like,
well, time to teleport.
As your crow also comes back to your shoulder, very exhausted, and be like, I need to rest. Yeah.
You can rest
Tells you...
after you give us the updates.
You hear...
You can rest when you're dead.
But to you, it sounds, great, Mr. Casimir. It's been a long time. Yes, how are you? Oh, it was a wonderful stakeout. I had a couple of worms, a couple of
Get to the juicy bits.
Oh, of course, yes. The half-dragon.
The worms are the juicy bit.
Yes, really juicy bit there.
Yes, the lizard. Come on.
Yes, the half-dragon. The meeting with the Cliffwells, the lord and lady, went really well, apparently. She actually headed out while I was there. She left it. Apparently, she was heading north towards the roadhouse, on the way to the construction site, and she was going to head to the I think it was the base. Head back home.
So she's already left the city?
Yes, last night. Yes, but then they went to tell. They continued to talk and they talked. I think his name was Tiberius. Yes, Mr. Tiberius Cliffwell. They talked about the Green Worm Speaker. The Green Worm Speaker. Yes, he's making a journey to the island of Chult. They apparently have a plan. They were talking about his plan. The Green Worm Speaker, I don't know who this person is, but this Green Worm Speaker was having a journey to Chult and retrieving the next artifact.
Isle of Chult.
Apparently, it's a gem from an old tomb in a apparently lost city.
We can't understand this bird, can we?
No, all you guys hear is caw, caw.
I'm just like nodding, like
I feel like I'd be able to get a few words in. Be like, oh yeah.
It's my familiar.
Make a nature check.
Oh yeah.
It's familiar. You don't know.
This is a private conversation.
All right.
But I pass it on anyway.
Oh yes, one more thing. She collected a batch of potions from him. And they were talking about the next batch is ready. Subjects are coming along very nicely in Waterdeep. Now that they're being shifted down, and so it's quite prominent that the next batch will be quite as potent, and even better to hail her Queen's Majesty and become one with their kind.
Could the batch of potions be more of the ones that turned Resmir into a half dragon?
Make an insight check. You don't really have like the connection, but it's sounds familiar.
If it's because the med potion sounds significant. 15.
15. Yeah, there's a lead there. Like you'll need more information, but you got like pretty cluey idea that you might be onto something.
Basically, anything involving Resmir is going to be bad news. So
yeah,
we don't want those potions getting out there somewhere.
And why she has them is entirely another idea.
Yeah.
Okay. And he says, "Yeah, well, that is all. Goodbye. Can I go now?" And he disappears over your shoulder in a swirling vortex of blackened feathers. Disappears. So, you guys all go and freshen up, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then we have our job interview.
I guess.
And you go there.
Just
Are we
whatever
all
you do.
auditioning at once, or are we going to go in
Don't
separate?
You see,
Auditioning.
Okay.
as you guys freshen up and head there, you see there is a stockpile of building materials and other laborers standing out around the front. Some talking about, "Oh, we can't wait to get off this job," and the others are fresh faces, young men even, just very excited to get out and eager and make some coin. The others, some just look like they've experienced way too many winters off wherever this supply convoy, wherever this job is going to. There are a few other guards standing around, coming out, another just really basic. Some wearing leather armor, some wearing some splint mail. But as you guys all go in, your eyes are grabbed straight away as the shaved head, dark-skinned female raises her head up from behind her desk as you are shown into her office. She points a finger. Belvin. Bad word. I'd word from your employer previously. Did well. Beard? Ring a bell?
Elvin?
Belvin.
Yes, well, and that is why I've come to enlist myself to be of help with you in your convoy.
You and your company coming along as well, I assume, or are these just your praises?
These are my company. They are very proficient adventurers like myself.
Adventurers. I thought we were just guards, but alright. Adventurers can do well as well. Not a problem. Well,
But
we leave.
We'll do better
But
than
with
guards.
yes.
Not
Well,
that hard.
Well,
I didn't actually say that.
What'd you say, Rob?
Nothing.
I didn't.
Good.
well, consider yourselves hired. Payment will be 10 gold pieces each for the first 10 gold pieces. So
Per
gold, 1 gold piece a day on trip up. Then a gold piece per day guarding the construction work. Deal? Does that work for you?
Are there any bonuses if?
What
if any
about
hostiles
accommodation
met-
and-
gold?
Pardon?
If there's any hostiles met, are there bonuses?
A good fresh kill is a fresh meal.
I'm talking about inedible things.
Well, I'm sure if you bring back the heads, I'm sure a bountyman would be happy to pay.
Well, everything sounds good to me. I believe we all are in agreement with those terms.
I'm happy with
So
the
that
terms.
that comes with shelter and
Yes, accommodation and
feed?
food is provided.
then I think that would do us just fine.
Excellent. We leave tomorrow at dawn.
We'll prepare.
We will see you then.
No
Excellent.
worries.
Be by North Ward. Excellent. Go on. See you tomorrow.
Alright.
As you
Rolled
guys,
out.
as
Do
you guys
we get
leave,
uniforms?
you don't get uniforms,
I'm
unfortunately.
gonna be the pink Power Ranger.
You can be the Pink Power Ranger. You have a good dissertation, you turn to pink.
Yes.
Hilarious. Okay, so the rest of the day goes past. If there's anything you guys want to do, prepare or buy or set up before you leave, you can. But as you guys are exiting on that day, you see a series of caravans already set up, ready to go in advance. You also make a
sweet,
perception check.
Everyone?
Make a
All
group
of us,
perception
or
check. Yeah.
a group
Man, my
perception
rolls
check?
have been fucking off
To
tonight.
say like, what is
Yeah,
that?
I've rolled a 1, a 2, 3, 4. Another,
Don't be
another
so oblivious
3,
to exits.
7,
Shit,
14.
that's a pretty bad roll by me.
All right, Sandstorm. You notice that a few of the laborers that are hanging around were a part of the cultist convoy coming up from Baldur's Gate.
That's my average roll for the last 7 rolls.
Fair enough.
Out of what, 20?
7. My last 7 rolls. That's my average.
Okay.
No, but like of a D20.
Yeah.
All right. So, going on, what do you guys do for the rest of the day, or you just want to cruise on?
I'm ready
I
to
would-
crack into it.
Prepare.
I would
I'd-
like to attune to my new weapon.
Okay, it only takes an hour to do, but you can do that.
That's the main
Can-
thing I wanted to do.
You gonna name
I've
it?
prepared my spells and everything.
If you have any spells you want to prepare, select anything you want to do. Now's the time.
Rest up, get our spell slots back.
You rest up.
Yeah, I only
There goes
wanted to
half.
attune with
I
my
would,
weapon and to probably just like go to a training yard or something and swing
There's
it around a
a
bit.
military ward up the top, just beyond the north gate, out in the field.
I'll get in touch with Elliot if I can and tell her what's going on.
Alright, I'll be right back.
You fly up in the sky at the dead of night, and you meet her up in the chilled winds over Waterdeep, flying, soaring high. You guys have a conversation, and you meet up in Keller's land.
We're traveling
she-
to... What's it called? The... Bog of something? Bog of the Dead?
Mare
Mare of the Dead.
of the Dead.
So, being a black dragon, she'll probably love it there.
She is ecstatic about that. Right. So, the next morning comes around. You guys meet the caravan, the supply convoy, up at the north gate within the field ward, where there is all sorts of military tents and barracks set up in a makeshift area. As you guys meet a couple of the other laborers and introduce yourself to the other guards, you can see that the lady, Enedge, is commanding, the same lady that introduced you to, or gave you the job, is leading the convoy. And it sets out after the break of dawn. You guys go on through. As you all travel north, the first couple of days are spent with the very long and winding, arduous trek through the mountains. As this windy coastal road continues up, down, left, and all over the place. You can visually see Sandstorm and Ikram that some of the cultists that you guys recognized do not look happy to see you at all, but don't say a word. They just put their head down and march, blending in with the laborers, the 20 or so laborers that are part of this 6 caravan supply line.
Can I bend a bit of water up onto like their boot, so they have like a wet boot while they're walking along?
Yeah, one afternoon you
sneakily,
just straight from the get-go, you throw a little bit of water from your water skin, and it goes sinking into their boot, and they're very unhappy, and they just look around, just like, what?
Now they have wet boots to walk in. I can tell you from experience, it fucking sucks. Your feet just like fall apart, basically.
Oh yeah. As
What
you
I
guys
miss?
come,
I put water in the
the party has
a cultist boot.
the party is taken off north, and as the group, as the caravan enters its seventh night, coming to the top of a rise. The convoy sets up camp on top of a hill, and as you guys set up camp and look around, and the bright, clear night sky shines upon down, you can gain your first sight of the Mayor of the Dead. You see a chill of it's a chill of tangled trees, bush, boggy ground, standing water, reeds, and cattails stretching further than the eye can see. This saltwater swamp has one lonely mountain. Not really, more like a very, very large hill, standing towards the most eastern side of it, sticking out towards around a lake. You can see off to the east, or to the northeast, a road continues up and around the mountains. The next 2 days, you guys come towards a roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
A roadhouse. You see, this 2-story roadhouse has a courtyard that looks like a fallen barracks. You see, as you guys come into it, it is full of crates and barrels, and the air in here is moist and humid. So you guys are around here. The area, yeah.
Sorry, whereabouts are we? I think I missed the
On
ping.
left.
That's
side.
right. I need to move you guys onto the map to be
Oh, no worries.
fair.
On the left side, Rob.
Get it.
Just not
You
yet.
could again.
We're just not there yet. Now we're there.
Oh, there we are.
I saw that.
Sorry, because you're all so large and resized. Just gotta resize you real quick.
We fucking joined.
As you guys walk in through and join the other guards, you see the very first wagons being drawn in. You see the air. You can feel that the air within this roadhouse, this 2-story roadhouse, has this level. It just smells of mud, horse manure, and straw. The 2 horses that pull the supply wagon stop at a quick little drinking well. Have a quick little sip. It's coming from down top of the stairs is a half-orc. Has very fine leathers and a very mudded cape. You feel that the air in this roadhouse is moist, humid, and the ground is muddy and slick. We've looked, and you can also hear the sound of snoring coming from some of the stables, as if some labourers sleep in there. You see 4 stable boys attending to the animals, while some of the labourers take off the supplies from the wagon and push them and crate them into the storeroom. as the half-orc, this superintendent, grey skin, his brown boots and heavy trousers. Underneath his leather armor, you can see a white shirt, and belted to his hip is just sword short, with purple and bronze draconic embroidery. You also see a heavy ring of keys at his side. As the labourers, cultists as you know, take care of unloading each and every one of the supply carts while the other labourers go and get rest. The other ones just think, oh, these poor bastards have to do all the work. Suck shit to them. They're going to be horrible for tomorrow. You guys notice that there is also a small boy running around. He comes up and tugs on Belvin's, on Ikram's robes on his side, on his sleeve arm. He goes, "You have really weird armor. What is this?" You see, looking down at him, this blonde hair, sandy blonde haired boy, and wearing clothes that look way too big for him, as if he inherited them off some other poor scum.
Mm-hmm.
As he looks up at you and just like,
Ikram. Something you want to say there?
Okay, I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'll just kneel down and. This is magical armor.
Don't touch the boy, for fuck's sake.
What? Fuck off.
dude, no, stop that.
I'm not touching the kid. That's Ikram.
I just kneeled down. Holy fuck.
Jesus, yeah, way to take it to 1 to fucking 100.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'm just gonna say it's magical armor. In a
It's
nice,
not.
in a nice sort of, adult talking to child voice.
yes, that's pretty cool. You'd probably be about one.
Yeah.
You lot would be probably about the only ones who'd need to lock anything up in the into the heavy room. He then looks at the.
Why do you say that?
Oh, 'cause there's a whole.
Yep.
All those storage materials are going into the heavy room. Like, why do building supplies need to be locked up?
Indeed.
The rest are just put out back.
Indeed.
You hear the half-orc yell out, "Bump! Get back to tending to the cows out front! Run along!" And he kind of shits himself and bolts.
Before he goes, can I just catch him?
Mhm.
And I'm just going to be like, for you. And I'm going to create a flower. Oh, no, actually, sorry. I create a seed. I create a seed. I put it in him and I tell him to put it in the ground, and it's going to grow into something magical one day.
He looks at you and looks at the seed and he's just like, "Thank you, I'll cherish this forever." He runs off and you see him just go literally across the street, start digging, and then plant it in the ground and buries it.
Joke's on him, it was just a rock.
Coming over to you guys is this rough half-orc. He comes over to you.
Such a shit son you are.
He comes over, hand on hip above his short sword. Says, "Hi there. Welcome. Kitchen and taverns. Upstairs." Pointing over his shoulder, where the labourers are disappearing into the room. And then he points to his left, to another set of stairs going up to the next story. "Rooms will be upstairs. Sorry, but you're bunking for 4. First shift
With
starts
4 beds,
tomorrow.
right?
4 bunks.
Straw.
What time is it right now?
It's about midday. You guys haven't really had lunch.
Yep.
Apparently, there's food and drink upstairs.
I do like me some food and drink.
I think we should go upstairs and devour.
Hey, mate.
Okay.
I'll have your share. It's all right.
Onward to the
Have
feast.
your bark.
Alright. Let's
And
make our way
moss.
to the
Maybe
kitchen
some
and
kale?
eatery area.
As he goes to leave, he goes,
I'm sitting there for later.
I'm also Bogluck. I'm the superintendent around here. Make sure the boys keep in line and don't stray from the work path. Keep the monsters away from them too. I'm glad we have an accord. Earn your pay. And he walks away.
He seems very bossy.
Oh, he was. As you guys head upstairs, you guys come to a nice little area. There is a few other laborers and a lady in this pertinent area, and they just look like they're very well.
Journey we've got to go on.
Oh, you've already done.
We are here at the construction site.
No, but like, okay, so say with our goal, how much we agreed on, was it 10 gold? Was it?
Yeah.
Was it literally for the
10 gold
journey,
to
or
get
was
here,
it per
and
day?
then we get paid per day here.
Yeah.
So do we
Okay,
get,
no
do we get
worries.
10 gold now for the journey?
And how long are we going to
No,
be
you
here
haven't.
for? Yeah. What's
Believe
the
you're gonna be here for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
That's what the contract entails.
Oh, okay.
But really, we're following
worries.
the cult.
As you guys come up here,
Excellent.
there are a couple of tables empty. There are two what look to be exhausted laborers. One's passed out in his chair, sitting up. The other one's sitting back on his mead. There are two tables over on the eastern side of the building. There is also a cat sitting on a table, just minding its own business.
Oh, I thought that was a
See
big
there,
rat.
Same.
there are also copious bottles of different kinds of meads, wines, and ales in a bottle rack.
Alright, well let's look for something to eat. I feel.
As you go over to one of the tables, you see that there is little cool chests in some of the drawers, filled with dried meats, fish. You see, there is nice beef. As this man, you see him looking at you and saying, he kind of looks real sleepy. And said, yeah, you best drink yourself right, boys. Won't be able to get no sleep around here.
Okay, well, with that I'm gonna walk up to him and be like, what makes you say that?
Takes a big swig. Not with all them goddamn rats and mice downstairs, as he stomps his foot on the wooden floor. Little speckles of mud drops off from his boot. Last few months, coming from that damn strong room, place is overrun with critters, I'll tell you that. Don't get no sleep from anywhere around here.
Why
Banging around
are
all
there
day.
Why are there so many rodents here then?
Boy, I don't know. They must be keeping something good and sweet down in there. Only one with the keys is Bogluck.
down there.
Well, who's the ones that can go into this room?
Only Bogluck allowed to go in there. Superintendent,
Interesting.
the Huffle.
And yeah,
Big
no,
ring
we
of
met
keys.
him just before.
I mean,
So,
whatever
and-
valuables
Seems
the
like a
laborers
cheery
have are locked up
folk
there.
fellow.
And nobody's. Has anybody ever said something to him about all these rodents?
People said stuff. None will get done. He only cares about making sure the road gets built and everything's fine. Very meticulous about what gets locked up in there. He makes sure everyone gets their things back and they come back, even though the mice born through it.
So
Maybe we
everybody
should
do
go
actually
and
get their
suss it
valuables
out.
back.
Now, you boys
people-
talk way too much. I've had way too much to drink. Why don't you talk one at a time now, or I'm not going to fucking listen to you. Oh, you know, I'll tell you what. Give me a drink.
Oh,
before
sorry,
you
I
do
was
anything.
whispering that to the other guy.
I'm gonna get some to
See,
eat.
this
I was
man
whispering that to
stinks.
Casimir's gonna
Casimir.
eat.
Yeah, well, I've got some beef. Just chewing on some beef.
You got beef?
It's like, all right, mate. I'll get you a drink. I'll grab a drink, and slide it over to him. And I'll sit down next to him. Just be like, so tell us more on the valuables that Oglug seems to take from them. So you're saying that everybody does get their valuables back again?
Well, I tell you what, he makes sure you know he's got that short sword on him at all times, because he's ready. He's always ready for a fight. But he's an honorable boy, very honorable. But old Bugluck, he's a burly little boy, but he makes sure everyone gets their stuff back. Anything that goes in there goes back to whoever decided to put it in there. I mean, not many people put stuff in there. Mostly materials that come up as well that don't sit right around the moist parts. You know, the stuff you gotta keep dry. That goes in there. Otherwise, go off. You gotta get in there. Bugluck keeps a register in his room.
Right. Okay. No, thank you. Thank you for the information, mate.
Don't worry, be careful. Don't be telling him I told you about this, okay? I've been here way too long. I just get paid too well for it.
You can trust us.
No, good. Careful, he'll have your hands if he catches you playing around with the lock, either. He literally took old Daryl's hand over there. You see a young man sitting there, and he's got his one hand underneath the table, the other one's on his drink.
Gives us the
The cat
stump.
comes over. The cat comes over, and he pats the cat with a stump.
Thank you for the warning.
You're welcome.
You have a good day.
Remember, get drunk before you go to sleep, or they'll keep you up all night.
Casimir wants to go to
Let's go.
to
Let's
our
go eat
room.
some
So we got a room, like a private room for 4 bunks, right? That's what they said, right?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Yes, what he said.
On the way
Yes, what he
past,
said.
can Casimir just look at the door? Is there like a small gap underneath it, like a normal door would be?
And where?
Under the door that was locked.
No, you wouldn't know. So you'd have to go into the storeroom to go look at the.
Is it in the storeroom? So where is it? Where's the storeroom? Oh, it's on the other side.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So enough time passes that if
I want to cast a spell if I get the chance. When we're in our room.
so, I'll get you guys a room.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast a spell as well. I think I'm gonna head up with him.
Oh, I want to cast a spell first.
You could try.
All right, just get this. You guys come into what is designated as your room, and you see one straw bed, one rickety wooden frame with one straw mattress.
I can sleep outside.
Good.
Rolled up on the ground, 3 bedrolls.
1 down, 2 to go.
I'm thinking I can possibly cast my forgot the name of it already.
Entangled.
The animal one. No, the conjure animals and like create a bunch of rats and just send them in there to scout out what's going on. Okay, have you got a better idea?
Yep.
Casimir?
I'm going to change
What?
my familiar to a spider.
Ah, that's a great idea. You should definitely do that.
Yeah, I thought it was a lot better than rats.
Unless the spider gets eaten by all the other rats down there.
That's alright. I can see the big rat right in front of me.
Wow. Can't believe you said that about Belvin.
The Rat King.
Fucking rude.
Get outside, you dirty rat.
Alright. So you turn.
Well, if that fails, let me know. I shall be outside in
Owls
my
are good
hammock
familiars, but a spider's sneaky.
that I made out of.
So you turn McCall into McLeg.
No, into speeder.
It's a speeder. You turn him into a little speeder. And he just, out of a stringy black void, comes out.
And I can see through its vision and stuff, which is the benefit against your rats. Like your rats are just rats.
No, that's fine. No, because I'm assuming that with that sort of spell, am I able to talk to those rats? I mean, I can command them, so I assume I can.
You got
Yeah, but they're still
speak with
they're
that,
still
or
rats though. Like they're not really.
Oh, that's
intelligent.
cool. No, that's fine.
Yeah,
if you have something.
Hmm?
Oh, if it's a spider, it's going to be brand new.
Oh, so you're gonna change the accent from what was it before? I forgot.
It was
You
a-
had like
Oh yes, I use yeah.
yeah,
It's a
that's
raven.
it. So what is it now?
Spider.
You'll find out.
No, I'm waiting for the voice.
It's just something really deep for a tiny spider.
You should do a snake leg thing.
I'm a slippery spider.
So, would you like to? All right. So, how are you guys going to approach this? How are you guys going to get in there? How are you guys going to find out?
Spider's,
time-
spider's
Yeah,
tiny,
I was going
right?
to say, isn't Holmesy going to do his thing?
If the spider's tiny, it can just like. Oh, we're getting mad feedback.
Red feedback.
It can.
Do you want to should we
sneak
just chill out in this room and you control it from here so that way
Yeah.
we can kind of all know what's going on?
Remote control spider.
Yeah.
My favorite. I'm gonna put it in your
Okay.
mouth when you're asleep. I mean, what?
Please.
So-
And then I like reach in and I pull out like 3 other spiders.
Yeah. My collection grows.
This is John.
Oh my god, that's fucking
Yeah,
massive.
As you create Speedy.
I'm
as
imagining
you
this thing
create
that's like this big.
Oh yeah, but just for the map's sake, yeah, it is a tiny little small spider.
Kill it.
You send him underneath the door a couple of hours after dark. Oh, how long into the night do you wait, or are you guys just hanging out in your room? What's the plan?
Oh, I was gonna do it fairly soon.
We're basically
Because
just going
it takes like an
yeah.
hour to
I thought we were just kind
recast
of
it.
chilling. So.
So yeah, you can do that after that. So you create your create little Speedy. You send him off underneath the door. He goes scampering down the stairway.
I'm out of curiosity, how? I'm just wondering whether it'd be worth someone just chilling out down near that area just to like suss out if any guards or anything become sus or anything. I know
Well,
they
I was
probably
gonna
won't,
do maybe like a bit of a patrol around the area and
That's a good idea.
scope
Yeah.
things out.
All right. So as Belvin's doing a scope around the area, Belvin, make me a perception check. I need. I'm going to move old Spidey over to here.
Nice.
So as he comes downstairs and Belvin's gone around the area,
He is huge.
we're just saying he's outside so that the
It's a
audience can see.
monster. Yeah, not to scale.
Them bigger than them Australian spiders.
Nah, that's about to scale. What, 10 foot wide? Yeah, that's about right.
So the rest of the day moves on. Belvin, you're going around the joint, patrolling, taking in your new surroundings. You meet a couple of labourers, a couple of the guards being hired. They all seem pretty nice. What are you trying to ascertain by patrolling?
I'm scoping out the actual buildings, right? People there, as he said, and the surroundings around as well. To just kind of scope it, if I see or find anything suspicious looking or anything like that.
You find nothing suspicious other than laborers and other guards. You guys are lucky enough to actually have a bed. The rest are just being dumped into the empty stables up here while the
I
horses.
love that you use the word bed because that is literally all we have, one singular bed.
You're welcome.
We have bedrolls, so at least I have one.
But you do find it strange that building material, that basic building materials that you thought, crates that were on the back of the, all the other ones are being driven into here, into this room. As you go in for a little pry, you feel a tap on your shoulder. As you have a little peek in.
So how does this work? Does this kind of work like, say...
Nice distraction there, Brad. And Spears goes in.
Does it kind of work the same as what's his fucking name? Bran from Game of Thrones?
Yeah, kind of. You
Yeah,
can't,
you can
you're not using your own
control.
senses. You're looking through the spiders.
But you can
The familiar
actually,
sense.
yeah, cool.
I'm not sure if I
Yep.
control it. No,
But,
no. I just get its senses, but it does what I tell it to.
Yeah.
So essentially, yeah. I'm Bran, except better. I have legs that work.
So as you undo the latch
Burn.
to this
I can actually
sliding,
walk.
as you undo the latch, delve into this sliding door and slide it open, the door doesn't actually touch the muddy ground, for obvious reasons. But supplies that shouldn't be left exposed to the weatherings are stored here, and food for most of the people and fodder for the animals. You look over and see that a strong iron door set into a stone frame with a heavy iron lock sits across over in here. One singular table with a couple of glasses on it. At that point, you get a tap on the shoulder and turned around. This Bulk stands there and just looks at you and goes, "New guards, not allowed in there. Continue about your
Is there
business."
a particular reason?
Well, the company's assets. Lord Neverwinter's investments. And personally, I dislike when others go snooping around into the affairs and valuables of others. Okay.
I'm not snooping. I'm just ascertaining my surroundings.
Yeah.
Just to make sure all possible angles for any enemies.
Make a persuasion check.
No need to pry.
He looks at you up and down and goes, "Right mind to do so. Anything happens, or you notice anything wrong, give him the same speech I gave you. Back to work."
Got a quick question for you though. Have you had any sort of attacks from beasts, fiends, anything around these parts? Just something that I can
No.
get my...
Too well guarded and too noisy. Too much noise comes from here. Drives off the other creatures, off the bog. Keeps them away. We like it like that.
Alright.
And as you're having this conversation, Casimir, Speedy goes crawling, comes crawling around the ground into the strong room, into the storeroom.
He
Goes up to
the
the
door.
Up to the door. There is a small gap he can try to squeeze through.
Definitely. Does the lock look very intricate on the way in?
No, it's just a simple padlock.
Okay.
Just very heavy and very looks like it's made of
Do you really need
sterner
to
stuff.
No, I don't need to. I'm just checking out the padlock. If we need to get in there.
Okay.
But
Yeah, fair enough.
Speedy, we'll definitely try and go under the door. Squeeze in.
Okay. Make a athletics check. Or an acrobatics check. Using a spider's motif. So for this, I'd say it would be a swarm of spiders.
There is a spider stat block.
Okay. Probably is.
It's in the monster manual at the bottom.
Oh, there is. It's a very tiny piece. Okay. So make me an acrobatics check. So it's got a +2 modifier. So roll a d20 at 2.
A 10.
Okay, so 10. Yeah, he slides on the pass, gets his little thorax gets a little stuck, but he wiggles and weaves it and comes through.
Just ejects.
He just ejects and goes sprawling around the room. Okay, so as he comes into this room, you can see that valuables and crates are kept in here, stored up on coat racks and crates or in barrels. You notice the fresh load from the recent convoy is all placed in through here.
Does it look like the valuables that the cult was transporting?
They do. Make a perception check using your own perception.
Okay. My rolls.
Good. Actually, what's your passive perception?
Casimir's?
Yeah.
11.
Alright, sorry. Should have used that. You notice in the ground, between the boards between the stone floors, very fine lines that run around a square. One of the tiles of the stone, a very thin whiff of air comes out of it as well.
Like a trapdoor.
Like a trapdoor.
Like a hidden trapdoor.
You find that within the southeast corner of the room.
Like under these barrels, or...
Yeah.
Oh, southeast. Come on. This one.
So under here.
Oh my god, my compass is not working. I think I need a new one. Alright.
On top of it, you see there's a whole crate. It looks like it's been nailed to the floor.
Is there any gaps that the spider could squeeze through?
Yeah, you can do it small enough. Small enough to kind of squeeze through. Just make an acrobatics check.
Yay!
Squeeze through, climbs on down into a cold, damp. It's in a state between mud and dirt, going underneath into the foundations, and it goes down about 10 feet, as there's a ladder there as well that continues down, and gets. You get down to the bottom of the ladder, and you see that there is a dark tunnel that continues on towards the west, into the direction you believe that is the mayor.
To the mayor? Okay, well I'm gonna get the spider to continue down the tunnel. If there's anyone there, just try to avoid them, but try and get as much intel as you can. Until it's like out of range, I'm assuming. Like it's 100 feet, I can see through its vision till.
It gets to about It gets out of range. The tunnel continues on, winding down and around. Wet, cold, dripping, and looks like clawed footprints are embedded in the ground that look kind of fresh, but left behind by multiple creatures.
Yeah, I can't see through its eyes or hear what it hears after 100 feet.
Once it gets out of range, you see those footprints, and then that's it, goes out. But those footprints continue all the way from the base of the ladder, base of the 10-foot ladder down, continuing all the way through the tunnel.
Alright, cool. So now I'm back to my own senses. Is everyone with me? Oh, Belvin's not, is he?
Belvin's not.
Can I message
With the
Belvin
spider,
to
you
tell
mean,
him to
or
come
with
back?
you?
With me, the Casimir. Can I message Belvin? Is he within range? And tell him to come back?
You get this mental ping in your mind, Belvin, as you're looking around the area to come on, head on back.
Alright, I'll make my way back.
Alright.
On my way back now.
You come through the door.
Roger.
Roger.
You come through the door, your friends stand there.
Yes. Now I want to do an
Casimir.
idea. I've been thinking of it for ages. I want to use minor illusion to make like a 3D map of what I just saw.
Oh, he's getting creative.
Oh, he does. Okay.
Pulls out his 3D printer.
I've been wanting to do this for ages.
So,
And so I can detail
From-
like all the loot I saw and the tunnel and stuff.
alright, so let's how am I going to do this?
You don't have to actually try and make it.
No, I got this.
Huh? Now there's so much expectation.
Sorry about this. So, why isn't that working? Sorry, everyone. Just 1 second, please.
That's alright, man.
We'll just finish
How
this
you been
off.
today, Ikram?
You mean in real life or?
Ikram.
Been good. Just casually talking to me while you're like mind controlling a spider, or?
No, I can't. Can't do that.
Just say you're a fucking wizard,
Alright.
or you kind of
You're a
Is
wizard,
that
Kazi.
working?
Kazi wizard.
So I can see some tunnels.
Okay, so you got into about here before your vision went out.
The dynamic lighting.
So from the entrance you came from, that was the base of the tunnel underneath that the 10-foot ladder went down.
Mhm.
Clawed footprints all around this area. And then continuing on, the tunnel wraps and goes around and it just stinks of dirty salt water.
Ooh.
And he creates this map showing the storeroom, what it has in there. The tunnel goes up, going underneath, and which continues off into the distance towards the west. Is there a plan?
Well, do we want to try and sneak in there? Or do we want to like bust our way in?
I feel like that's too risky to try to bust our way in.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
You know that something comes at
sounds
night.
like a sandstorm job.
This is the job for Sandy Pants. Or we could create a diversion outside. And then sneak in while everyone goes outside.
I don't know. To be honest, if it's anything to do with sneaking, then I don't think I'm gonna be that big of a help with that.
How much do you weigh,
I mean,
mate?
Yeah, I'm kind of
I could try to help with the
How much do you weigh? Belverino?
me.
Yeah, how much do you weigh with all your gear?
I would weigh probably about 200 kilo, maybe.
Alright, I probably can't hold you in my cube then.
Get my
It's just
cube.
like, get in the cube!
All right.
Yeah.
So, as the night goes on, you guys discuss what course of action you guys will take. While doing so, Ikram, you hear a door open in the room, in the corresponding room next to yours. You can hear the half-orc's voice talking to someone, but it's only his voice. Make a perception check to try discern what you hear.
Wow, I rolled a 2.
What's your passive?
Like literally a 2 dice.
You hear the words. You only managed to catch a sentence, but during Casimir and Belvin's back and forth, you hear Dralmor Borngrey will be happy that this is the last hall. He can't wait to get out of that castle. And we'll call it at that.
Ooh.
Nice.
Wait, so only I heard. I'm gonna tell the crew that before we wrap, because I'll forget otherwise.
All right.
What was his name?
Nah, I told the crew.
Better write that down.
Dralmor.
Ikram ain't too good with his memories
Or his words.
or his English.
What was the name, Carl?
I put it in the group chat,
Okay.
and you can see it from there. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this session tonight. Next week is the week I guys told you about a while ago, where we'll be working on where I'll be working next Tuesday night. So it'll be a Wednesday night sesh. If we can't make it, that's okay. But I think I talked to you guys beforehand. If Wednesday night's all right, we'll organize it. But hopefully we'll be here for another episode of Dragon Brew D&D. But yeah, thank you all for joining tonight, and it's been wonderful. Peace out.
All right, peace.
Keep rolling on 20s.
Thanks for watching.
Catches.